thought we'd do it on the avenue.
Waas, Sappening.
All right, we're back. SeunevA Podcast, ready to drop another episode. Before I get started, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking a ride with us. I'm Tim, one of the co-hosts. We got little Chris sitting in. Go ahead, Chris, you're
What's up, everybody?
We got Primo Jeff.
What's crapping in?
And we got Chris's brother, George.
Órale.
We got 2 unpaid interns now over there practicing. So right on, guys. Thanks for keeping the show on the rails. Hey, so let's get caught up, right?
What are we
Chris?
catching up about?
We ain't seen you in a while. Last time we saw you froze up.
What the heck's going on here? You sat in. Look, he's got the glasses on.
I know. Come on.
He
talk
sat
to
in
us.
right in nice for Michael.
You guys barely see me. I live up the block too. You know, that's crazy. What you guys want to know? Yeah, I've been
Talk to us, man.
going here, there, everywhere.
Well, talk to us. Where's here? Where's there?
We know you took a trip out to the Bay.
Bay Area,
Yeah, yeah.
Oaktown, San Fran. Yeah, what's San Francisco? San Francisco's dope. You know what I mean?
Bang Bang Niner Gang.
No.
Hey, you know what? I'm not lying, Jeff. I know you're a fakey Niner fan. I didn't see not one 49er fan.
Over the weekend?
Over there.
Yeah, you were there this past weekend?
2 weeks ago, I was there.
Gotcha.
You were there for Labor Day weekend.
I was Labor Day.
Oh,
Day
okay.
weekend,
That's
yeah.
why.
Oh, Labor Day.
Everybody's getting ready for the season.
Do me
opening.
a favor. Get a little closer to me.
Remember when I told you guys I got mistaken for an Islander?
So,
I'm going to tell you guys a fucking another story.
Brada.
I'm Chino now.
oh, man.
Hey,
Where's Mono at?
hey,
Buddha.
so we went to San Francisco and we're like, you know what? San Fran ain't playing. The Niners ain't playing. Oh, well. Oakland was playing. Oakland was playing.
Oakland A's.
Athletics.
They were playing. Oh, yeah.
Athletics.
Them guys. The guys that wear the
Raiders.
green. You know,
Green and yellow.
yeah.
The
our
guys
nemesis.
The guys we
back
used to
in the
beat
day.
when we
We
were
used
little.
to whoop that ass, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, George, your brother said
Major
he's a-
league, minor league, we used to beat the A's. You guys know.
Uh-oh.
But anyway,
One of the guys
you know,
is going
I
to
was
come
like,
on the show later on, hopefully.
He's going to get it too.
Maybe you heard it. Seiko.
We went to, I said, you know what? The A's are playing the Angels. I was like,
Otani.
I watched him
Best
hit a
baseball
ball.
player
I
ever.
watched him hit a ball. He was designated hitter. And that was dope. You know what I mean? It was dope. But the trip over there, you know, you got to take the Bay Bridge.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh,
ever
yeah.
been on the Bay Bridge?
Oh, yeah,
I
for
have,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
It's just as old as the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
Same thing. They made them at the same time. It's bigger. It's longer. It's scarier.
That's
It
what
is.
she said. No. So what's your favorite part about the Bay Area?
The food.
The food. Yeah. They have good food.
No.
always about the
no.
food.
You know what?
No.
Cali's dope. The gathering of the people, man. The gathering of the people.
Did you go down to Fisherman's Wharf? Check it
I
out.
stayed on Fisherman's
Oh, there you
Wharf.
go.
I stayed right
there. You
there.
go. Check out Alcatraz or anything?
Good old
I
Skipper.
went to Alcatraz. I did all the tourist shit.
Nice.
I went to Alcatraz. I went to name another spot.
Golden Gate Bridge.
I went over that shit.
Did you get on a trolley?
Girardelli's.
The trolley.
Did you get on a trolley?
I stayed a block away from Girardelli's.
Oh, what about
did
the
you
trolley?
get Lombard Street?
Yeah, Lombard.
Yeah, it's right there. Fillmore's right there. All that shit's right there.
There you go.
The dopest thing I did, past the Bay Bridge, we went. For me, I went to a Oakland A's game.
Yeah,
They played
hell
the
yeah,
Angels.
dude.
Okay, so tell me about the Oakland A's game. Tell me what happened there.
Oh, you know, and I went to go drink wine. So
Oh,
I do.
I did all that too.
Aristocrat.
That's
Yeah.
another fucking
Look at
story.
you like that,
It's
like
a good
pinky out,
story.
pinky
man,
out.
I had a expedition. I do expeditions.
So your credit score went up.
Man, you know what? Yeah.
Hey,
Your credit score went up.
little Chris.
Yeah, I was drinking like this with the pinky is.
Little Chris, red wine or white wine?
Let me tell you something.
I'm all ears.
So the first
you
vineyard
are.
we went to, the first
Boone's
they were like,
Farm?
Mad Dog. No, no. These guys, the first vineyard we went to were like, oh, we make this wine, we make that wine. I tried them all. Then she said, we also make a tequila. I was on it, bro.
They
I
went
was
from
like,
wine to
"Where we
tequila?"
got it?" Yeah, they're like, oh, we got $10 taster tests over there.
What did she say? You look chino. Drink a tequila.
No, well, the chino came later.
We don't have sake here.
No.
Hurry up and buy.
She caught me to hurry up and buy. So they make tequila from grapes too. Dark,
What?
white.
What?
Oh, shit.
Never would've-
Yes, I never.
Was it any good?
It was bomb. It was smooth.
Did you bring a bottle back?
You sure into the wine talking?
That was our first vineyard.
Did you bring a bottle back?
That was my first. No, I drank them.
Silencio.
You know what? We're going back. We Sonoma. We went to 2 vineyards. We went to a vineyard that B.R. Cohn. Anybody know B.R. Cohn? He's a rock and roll legend. He was the manager for the Doobie Brothers.
No.
Dope shit in the house. A little spot like this, records.
And where? In Sonoma or Napa?
Sonoma.
Okay.
So every year they have the Sonoma Music Fest, and it's
damn.
held there at B.R. Cohn. Last year was what's that negro's name? We saw him at McDowell. Gary Clark Jr.
Oh, the rock and roll.
He headlined it.
Bad motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yes,
bad dude,
sir,
bad dude.
man, he's dope. So he headlined it last year. I don't know who's coming this year. It's like a surprise, but that's where they have like Sonoma Music Festival.
Did you know
We
the
went-
music festival was going on, or you just happened to be there?
No, there was no festival, but there. We
You're all
went to
excited
the
and shit.
vineyard. We went to the
Listen.
vineyard. We went to the vineyard. So I'm drinking wine, boom, boom, and I'm not a wine dude. You know what I mean? I
Cheese
like
and
beer.
crackers.
I did that though. They're like, who
Salami.
wants to order what do they call it? A charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board.
I ordered it. I said, 2 of them. Bring them. Cheese, crackers, raisins,
Olives.
Salami.
olives,
Olives. Yeah.
shalangas and shit. But anyways, we did all that. You know what I mean? Dog, I got twisted.
No.
Yes. So, me and my lady.
It's not hard to do when you're in wine country.
No, man. And
I'm
tequila
not a
country,
wine
apparently.
dude. They give you little hits, in the wine
Yeah.
club. They give you little hits. And
Swish it around.
I did all that 19. I could tell the year.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
It's a hint of oak and mahogany, and it's the
We met
You're
my
naming all the
mother-in-law, my
tastes?
sister-in-law. We met them over there, and my sister-in-law, she's not a wine drinker, so her drink was mine. You know what I mean? I was just looking at her like, all right, just pour it in my cup. You know what I mean? I want to drink it.
Classy like.
It don't taste good. I don't think wine tastes good.
It
like
does. It does.
It makes me feel
They don't
sexy.
have that Stella Rose, bro.
That was a
They don't have that. I was looking. I asked the birthday lady, you got Stella
No
Rose?
Pinot. No Pinot.
Pinot.
You
Olive Garden,
you wanted that Carlo Rossi sangria jug, huh?
The way home, we did an 8-hour tour. The way home.
3 hours.
This motherfucking bus driver, bro. Oh my god, I had to force myself to go to sleep. But then I felt him hitting the fucking brakes and stuff. I woke up buzzed. I was like, man, I didn't tell nobody. I was like, I'm gonna throw up right now in my shirt. Or in the restroom in the bag. But he was like, don't use the restroom, it's limited. I was like, oh man.
And fucking Rianiti on ice.
Limited.
Diarrhea.
Twisted, bro. I
Limited's
was
number
waiting.
ones only.
I had a it's cold over there, so everybody's wearing sweaters. I had my flannel. I was like, if I need a toss, in my flannel.
Yeah.
Looking at the Golden Gate Bridge, and we're going. He's hitting the brakes and stuff. I'm like, this dude sucks.
Box of Franzia do that to you.
Hold on, let me take a little burp. Yeah, you know what? That
Get his
family's out
flannel.
there.
Get his flannel.
That wine's coming up now.
That
Get his
family's
flannel,
out there.
man.
That
Yeah,
family's out
the
there. Yeah, the ones that-
Franzia, the box wines,
What? Name some other commercial dudes.
Bartles and James out there.
MD 2020. No. So we made
Purple
it across,
Passion.
whatever. That day was over. Sonoma. But what? I'm
8-hour
not
tour.
into wine, but we did it. My lady's into that wine, and they had a good time. Whatever.
Aristocrats.
Oakland. That was
Oaktown.
that
Okay.
was nice shit.
So tell Jeffrey about the Oakland A's game, because Jeffrey on the panel here, he's an Oakland. He's
I'm
the
Oakland
only
A's
Oakland
fan.
A's
Did
fan.
you see Stomper? The elephant?
fuck is
The
that?
Stomper's the
No, but I see who's the owner.
damn it.
He kicked me out of his seat.
No way.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Damn it.
The day of, we got there. The day of, we did the Alcatraz. That's dope too.
Yeah, for sure.
But so I'm like, oh shit, Oakland's playing at 1. I got time.
Today I got time, cuz.
So we went.
Slept off the wine.
Hey, I'm not, like I said, I'm not Hawaiian no more. I'm Chino. So we call up Uber. The Uber driver's like, hey, where you at? I'm right here down the block. I'm like, oh, come on, man. You're down the block, all right? It's a Chinese dude. He has glasses on.
Oh, that's
bald-headed in a Tesla. And he's jamming. And he's playing E40. I'm like, turn it up. Be bumping it, Bay Area stuff. Cool. Me and my lady, we got the windows down. We're flying across the bridge. This fool, I see him looking up in the mirror, looking up in the mirror. He goes, Chris. I go, what's up? You look like me. I'm like, this motherfucker. What do you mean I look like you?
I don't even got a Tesla.
He's like, oh, man, we look like each other. And he got that Chinese slang, you know what I mean? I'm like, this guy. My lady's laughing. Chingao.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Dope, man. Hey, Teslas are dope. They get up like that. They're fast, you know what I mean? He took us to Oakland. We had a good time.
To the
game. They drop you off in the hood, you know what I mean?
Right.
They drop you off in the hood. You walk up the stairs, you go across. All that's dope. The bartender, where you guys from? Arizona. Oh, me too. Tucson. I said, okay. But anyways, she agreed with me. She goes, I miss Arizona. I go, what do you miss the most? She said, the food. She goes, Arizona has the best Mexican food. Texas, Cali, New Mexico. We got the best. And I go, lady, I already know that.
Yeah.
I know all that.
Look at me, I'm Chino.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I'm a Chinese loving Mexican food lover.
Sinaloa.
Chinaloa. You from Chinaloa?
So she was reminiscing, you know what I mean? I was giving her little, like, yeah, you remember this, you remember that? She's like, oh. But then I ran into a on tap. You guys heard of Space Dust?
Space Dust.
Space Dust. It's an
Damn.
IPA.
Oh, no.
Like that, huh?
Hey, I got twisted over there, bro.
Shart? Did you shart?
No.
8.8.
So I bought tickets on the upper level, you know what I mean? The wetback section, you know. I bought tickets. We were there, bro. You know what I mean? We were there. We were drinking. I went and we bought hot dogs. I had a handful of hot dogs, popcorn, food, all that.
I go too.
And
We
I
love
said, you
this
know
guy.
what?
We love this guy.
Hey, you know what? I'm going downstairs. And I started walking downstairs, and the negro goes, hey, you got your ticket? And I just kept walking, and my lady goes, he got some. We just kept walking down, and we went into some dope seats, man. There were like recliners, leather, TV right here. You're right there. You're right there on the field, right? But they got all that. The TV. You ring a bell, they come bring you whatever you
Bring
want.
you some wine. Bring you some wine.
Yeah. Yes. At that point,
Let me get some
whenever-
space. I know Space Dust.
Let me get some more of that Space Dust.
Hey, I try everything, bro. So we're there chilling. We're
And a clam
kicking
chowder.
it, laughing, bullshitting. I make a mess, bro. Popcorn everywhere. I got mustard on my shirt already. This little chick comes, a worker. Hey, you guys know the owner? Like, the owner of what?
I'm the owner of these
She
nachos.
goes, well, can I see your tickets? And I'm like, yeah, we're not supposed to be here. She goes, you know what? I hate to do it. I hate to say it, but you guys got to get out of the owner. These are the owner's seats.
John Fisher.
And they saw you on the TV. There I am.
That guy's spilling mustard all over my seat.
Mustard, buzz, you know what I mean?
All
Having a
kinds of
good
butter on the armrest.
Yeah. The recliner's glittering in the TV.
And the remote control. I hope they don't use it, bro.
He's gonna
You and the
slip
old
and hit
lady
a wrong
backing
number.
right there. on
There
the
we go,
recliner.
you know what I mean? Walking up the stairs, But that was a good time. That's a good venue. The bartender said that they like, the workers like the stadium. The crowd likes the stadium.
Yeah.
The team don't.
Dude, it's an old stadium,
It's
bro.
old.
It's set up cool. They got bars everywhere you go, but compared to like San Diego,
Yeah.
the Padres, that stadium's dope, man. They're
yeah.
bumping music constantly. Whoever's up to bat, whatever's happening, they're bumping music. And Oakland A's was kind of like, nah. Just the aura of being there for me was cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Oak
No.
Town,
So
Oak
you
Town,
got,
you know what I mean?
so you got to enjoy Oakland and San Francisco and had a good time with you and your lady and you guys.
Yeah.
This guy's a fucking travel agent, or he could be a travel agent. This guy right here, you know what I mean?
For sure.
You didn't get on the BART at all?
So
Bay Area
okay.
Rapid Transit.
All right, so here we go.
Thank you
game's
for that
over.
acronym.
I'm walking across the street. The game's over. I'm walking across the street, the bridge, and I see the BART. And I'm like, cool, we're going to take the BART back. They're like, oh, it takes you under the fucking ocean.
Bay Bridge, yeah.
Dog.
It rides underwater.
I go to the teller, or what? The lady.
Yeah.
She goes, you got to buy tickets right there at the machine. Homie, that machine didn't want to take my debit, my credit, my lady's debit.
You got that Russell Simmons rush card, fool.
I was like, you know what? I ain't stuck here. I'm taking Uber again. So here comes Habib and the fuck, you know what I mean? It was cool. It was cool. I could have took the BART, but man, well, I didn't take it.
Bart Simpson didn't show up.
Well, right on, man. You took a long trip to San Francisco. You go to Hawaii.
I feel like I was there with you right now.
Yeah, everywhere, man.
Let me finish this off.
Go for it. Go do your thing.
Remember how I told you I jump in the water?
Oh, you did.
I jump
In the bay, that water's cold.
Dog, I tell you, I jump in the water everywhere I go.
Everything shrivels
Everybody's beanied up, hoodied up, jackets, all that. The summertime, you guys know
You
that.
are Hawaiian.
I'm Chinese.
You're Chihuahuan.
I told my lady, say nothing. I walked in, everybody's looking at me.
Tanga.
A little bit more, threw the water on me. Next you know, I'm in.
Dang.
Ooh,
I was
nice.
in.
Skate
The only people that were in the water, there's a club right
Were the
there called the
seals?
Dolphin Club.
We're crazies.
And they're all decked out, bro. They got the swimsuits, the hat. All, I was bare knuckle, bro. Bare knuckle, you know what I mean?
Polar bear knuckle.
You know how when you jump in cold water, your body gets used to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got used to it, but every now and then you feel this like rush of cold water.
Yeah, like a current.
Yes, man, you feel it.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
feel that
water's
shit.
cold, bro.
Hey,
I stayed there for a good 30 minutes.
dude,
Damn, that's pretty good.
My
You could have
brother-in-law
escaped Alcatraz.
Yeah, you could escape Alcatraz.
Easy.
backstroke.
I went to the island.
I'm
like,
outta here. I'm
are
outta
there-
here.
They were like saying it was far. I'm like, I can see the land right there. What's so hard?
I'm from Falcon.
Take
I'm from Falcon.
Take a running start.
Falcon and all that. You hear the people say, "Oh, sharks." I'm like, who cares sharks? Come on, man. Look him in the nose.
Hey, my brother-in-law, Lancito, he swam from Alcatraz to the.
It's pretty
shore.
far, dude.
It is.
Anybody
pretty
named Lancito?
Hey,
If they can make it, I can make it.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Dude.
If he could do it, I can do it.
He did. He did.
That's dope. Yeah, they talk about people that they have little, like people. They it's like I don't know, a club. Or,
Triathlon or whatever.
No, but people do it on their own. You know. What I mean?
Oh, the Polar Bear Club.
The Dolphins.
Oh, okay.
Similar,
No, but you know,
different.
you see Alcatraz, you're like, that's not far.
It's
This
far,
water's
dude.
not that cold. Come on, you guys. You know what I mean, I would have broke out.
Catch me if you
Me
can.
and Clint Eastwood.
All right.
Rode that boat, bro.
Hey, well, thanks, man.
Yeah, no shit.
You know.
You know, and Michael can't swim.
You got to learn them that.
There's your instructor. Hey, all right. Right on,
Remedial
Chris.
swim coach.
Remedial swim coach. Right on, look, Chris.
How are we going to top that, Timmy?
I fuck. It's to be tough.
I know how we're going to top it.
How?
We're going to bring on Ray here.
Absolutely. I thought you were going to ask me a swimming question. Hey, we got a guest here.
Vroom.
Yeah, got me on that one. We got a guest here, Ray Cruz,
Yes,
right? From Working Class Cultura,
correct.
right? Welcome to the show.
Thank you guys.
Got to give you the applause.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. Thanks
So,
for having me.
so Ray, have you ever been in San
I've been in
Francisco?
the Bay, bro. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Did you go swimming?
No. I would have been on the island still. I would have been like, hey,
Yeah, I'm gonna do my time.
Yeah, let's see if Chris makes it.
I ain't going.
Yeah, I ain't good.
Support.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
Hey, but bring on the show, right? You have a clothing line,
Correct.
right? That caters towards the lowrider scene, right? Am I understanding that right?
It's a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, just everything.
So I was doing a little bit of reading, man. I really dig the logo. I really think the what is it?
Slogan.
The
slogan,
name.
right?
The name.
The name. Right here.
name's badass.
Right here. Take that. Dude, that is tight. How'd you come up with that?
So
Well, hang on. Let me back up.
Go ahead.
How'd you get started?
Where you from?
Yeah, where you from? Where you get started?
here. I'm
Yeah,
from Phoenix,
go.
Arizona.
All right, so
This fucking guy.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Where you
Ray,
from,
Ray,
Ray?
where you from? Where'd you grow up? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Alhambra, over on
Alhambra.
35th
Bro.
Avenue.
What's
in,
that you claim?
Callenback. Nobody. I don't.
Some people call it Alhambra, huh?
Alhambra. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so you're from Alhambra, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm from Alhambra.
Born and raised here.
Born and raised. I still live there to this day.
Nice, nice.
I stay in the area, man. I bought a townhouse. I used to stay on. I don't know when you guys are from Glendale, but I used to stay on 47th Avenue in Bethany for a little bit.
All right.
Across the street in the townies. When I was 18 years old, I bought a townhouse there. I lived there for 4 years, and then when I turned 22, me and my wife, we sold that house, and then we sold the townhouse. We moved over there. We stay out for 39th on 39th, right there by Callenback, Bethany area.
Okay.
So,
There you go.
Wait a minute. You said your wife.
yep, my wife.
This guy's married to Hollywood royalty.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
It's been tight.
So-
Yeah, we actually to get quick into it because
Go for it, man.
Yeah.
This is your
we
show.
have a lot of ties, right? So like that's what brings us all here. We're like the ties between myself and the podcast and everybody and the Alegrias and everybody is thick because it comes in a lot of angles, right?
Yeah, it does.
So you got my wife, who's born and raised in Hollywood, it's right here down the street on Moletta, and her whole family. She went to school at Butler. Then also, me and Big George, we worked together for many years. We used to ride motorcycles together. We used to hang out. I'll get a little bit into that a little later.
Right on.
And then we got James, Nippers Clippers.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
all good friends with him. You know, so it's just like, we're just like this braid that just is
Yeah.
kind of like getting stronger and stronger, just like coming together more and more and more about it.
That's
you know?
Ah, man, that's a good way to put it, man. A
Yeah.
braid coming
Yeah.
straight. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, man.
I would agree. Good analogy. So you met these dudes how long ago?
I met them through James, right?
Well, I think we met each other. You said Big George.
Yeah, Big George.
Yeah,
George would go like this.
which is
Ray.
yeah, which is me and Lil Chris.
Here you go.
That's our dad.
Yeah, he go. I know you know, but
He told me a cool story. He rides motorcycles.
Yeah.
Ray rides motorcycles.
I saw the thing. You got a shirt for the motorcycle
Yes.
thing, right? Yes, sir.
So Ray tells me, your dad, man. We were on a little group and we're all talking. Let's get bikes.
God
Let's
dang.
get a motor. Or I don't know how it went, but
yeah, we would be right. It'll be I don't know, Big Bob Gonzalez from the Few, and he's a concrete finisher.
Yeah.
So Big George is a concrete finisher. Yeah.
Yeah.
So back then, this is when magazines and everything was still around. So Big George, me, we'd all be on the same crew working our asses off. Back then you could work your ass off and get off and everything. We'd go into QT. We're hanging out they used to have the magazine aisle, and we were just like all of us like dreaming. This is the one I'm gonna get. This is the one I'm gonna get.
If I win the lottery, I'm gonna buy this one.
Then one day,
That was a joke.
Big George freaking pulls up. I was like, did you win the lottery, George, or what?
Something I'm missing here.
Badass Deluxe. He was like the one that we were all saying, this is the one. This is the one he pulled up in, man.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful Deluxe, man. Like in the motorcycle world, like the Deluxe and the Spring, those are like the OGs. You see a lot of the soft tail, but when you see the Deluxe, it was like the top of the line, soft tail style. It had the trimming, the small trim. It didn't have all the freaking old man lights and all this. It was just gangster, bro.
It was a bike. It was
And if you knew Big George was gangster. He was bad. Dude. He was a bad dude. So he had the beard. Everybody at work thought he dyed his hair. Freaking hair was black. It was a joke. Like that.
Look
Like
at
that. Yeah, say it
One
right
of
there.
them does. One of them
Yeah,
does.
turn the camera. Turn the camera. Yeah.
if I had hair, I
Yeah.
wouldn't die any.
Yeah. Black, bro. Black like that.
Jet black.
We'd be cruising. We do our little. All of us really work at the same time, right? So eventually, fast forward, we all ended up. When George set the bar, he was like, "Now we're like, dang man, we got to stop picking up the magazines. We all got to buy a motorcycle now,
God dang.
And at this time, you're with the city of Phoenix.
Yeah, I went to the city of Phoenix.
Right,
Yep.
right.
And then Big Bob was the next one. He got a Springer. And
Big
then-
Bob who?
Big Bob Gonzalez. He's one of
Okay.
the original members of Sophisticated Few.
Sophisticated
Right on.
Yeah, his son's my compa. And
He rides too, right?
yeah, he rides too. They all ride out. We all ride. And so Big Bob got the Springer, and then, I'm young. Probably got.
What
20
did you
feet.
get?
I ended up getting which is called at the time. It's called the Ultra Classic. It is
Belt driven, shaft driven.
it's belt driven.
belt driven?
Yeah, I got a 2003. I got a 100th anniversary.
Oh, nice.
And I ended up getting it. Big Bob called me. I had some money on the side. I had this other bike in mind, and Big Bob called me. He's like, "Hey, there's this bike in La Victoria that is available." Well, I don't want to get deep in the story, but the guy, it's available. There's like 4 people ahead of you, and if the opportunity comes, we're gonna hit you up.
Pull the trigger.
Dude, I kept waiting and waiting. All of a sudden, one day they call me. I said, "Look, as long as the frame's good
Right.
and the bike's half decent, I'm buying it." I went over there, bro. Freaking bike was what happened. The bike got laid down. So something happened with the son and the dad, and I ended up picking it up off the dad, and then I ended up just remodeling, recustomizing the whole bike.
Just had a little road rash down one
Yeah,
side.
on one side. Yeah.
Yep,
It
yep.
did. So now imagine like we're busting our ass all day. We're working. It's the middle of the summer. We're all sweaty and everything. And then back then we used to have buzzers. You used to have to check in when you came to work and buzzer you out. So we're like wild hogs. The door's open. Big George is putting his freaking black gloves on. Me and Bob are like elbowing each other, like, "Hey, look at he got gloves,"
He got gloves now.
Yeah, and we're like, us three are like, it was like we would ride, right? And we were like, Bob would go to the south side. So what he would do is he would hop on the 27th sometimes, right? He would go, so we would all ride. And then once in a while, we'd all go, and then we go for 22nd. We go all the way up to Lower Buckeye to 27th, and then usually we cut through, and then little by little we'd all start like kind of falling out.
Right.
And then sometimes, maybe all right, I'm gonna take it to 43rd.
Yeah.
And I follow Big George, and we cruise. It was like every night, every day, with our little. And then on the weekends here and then we get together. We go to Arrowhead Harley. We go ride together and everything. Go cruise up there, and George always took off and everything. And here and there, I'd take him down to 83rd. He'd turn in on Encano.
Let me ask you this. Did you grow up riding bikes at all? Like dirt bikes, anything like that?
I have an adopted brother.
Okay.
He was really into crotch rockets.
Gotcha.
And I used to kind of, mess around with him because he rode them. So I would try to ride them here and there, and I'd ride them.
So you were familiar.
Yeah. And then, as a kid, like all of us, like I remember my baby pictures, like sitting, like, my uncles and my dad, they'd have me sitting on motorcycles and stuff,
Oh, so you had Theos that rode?
Yeah. They were like, Yamaha.
Yeah.
So when you first got that bike and you first jumped on, were you somewhat of a rookie?
The song comes on when you sit on your bike.
Oh, what song? What song?
Like, Highway to Hell. Yeah, Breaking the Law. All the stereotypes. All the stereotype songs. They all come out. And then you come, and then man, it was beautiful. And I fell in love.
You felt like you were in a movie.
Fell in love, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's they say about the freedom and everything. It's true. You think there's this cartoon with Goofy. I always see. Where he's about to get ready to go to work, and he has that yellow convertible, and then he's like he gets in the car, and just turns into this like monster, and he's like going to work, and he starts like crashing into people, and he's driving all crazy and everything, and that's how it is. When I get on the bike, I just go from this, you turn into this character. You think you own the road,
Right.
So when I see people cutting through, and sometimes it pisses you off, and I'm like, I know how that feels. Like you think that is yours,
But Ray, you also low ride too.
Yeah, I do.
Well, hang on. Hang on.
All right, we're gonna bring.
Take a
We're
break.
going to take a quick break, and then we'll pick up on the lowrider scene,
sure.
right?
Hey,
Okay.
yes.
Right on?
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sappening.
All right, we're back from break. Bringing back on Ray Cruz. Talk about the brand, right? Let's talk about the brand.
Yep.
George?
Yeah, Ray. Let's talk about the brand. I mean, I know you probably said it a few times before, explained where it came from. But if you would, to our audience, if you would, let us know how it all got started.
Yeah, no. I think, so the way it originally started is I had a, me and a partner at the time had came up with a concept. We were kicking butt. We were working our asses off and everything. And, we're like building cars and doing all these things and building homes. And we just had a lot going on at the time. So we created this brand, right? We did the clothing. And then that kind of went dormant for a few years. And then my nephew, Frankie, which is also my partner, he was like, hey, uncle, we gotta bring it back. And I'm like, man, if we do it, we gotta change it. I didn't want to do it at first.
And was it the same name the whole time?
It was just clothing. It was working class clothing.
Okay.
The first time, right?
Got you. All right.
So then the second time, so this is like maybe around that same time, like 2006 to 2000. I had that license at like 2006 to 2012. I think you get them for like 6 years at a time or something. But so around the time of maybe 2014, 2015 area, he's like, look, we got to bring it back. Like you got to bring, because he remembered it when he was younger, when we used to sell and do all the stuff and participate.
So you've been making clothing for a little while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay. All right, go for it.
And
You would sell it at car shows, online, like
online was a big thing.
Okay.
And then doing events and stuff as well.
Gotcha.
So when we broke back out with it, we changed the name. We were gonna do Working Class Familia, but we used to deal with this brand in Uptown Whittier called Low Down and Dirty. So they used to be Low Down and Dirty Familia.
All right.
But they used to take care of us when we were in Cali. So I didn't want to step on any toes because the guy's name was Dirty Steve and Cindy. Cindy's still around, but at the time, Dirty Steve, he used to look out for us, take care of us whenever. He was like, you know what I mean? Like when we went to California, we went to Whittier, we got with Steve, we were good. He made sure everything was good with us and everything. So I didn't want to step on that and break that relationship as well,
And that was their brand.
They used the word familia.
Okay.
and you didn't want to bite off of it.
I didn't want anything that was going to be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They were Low Down and Dirty Familia.
All right.
But I didn't even want to incorporate anything that would just raise a flag or anything.
But
you know what I mean?
was Low Down Dirty Familia? Was it a clothing brand?
It was a clothing brand in a store. It was it was a
okay.
culture store, man. It was, probably one of the coolest stores I've seen to this day.
Oh, nice.
Was he like a mentor to you?
I think that he inspired me to take back off. Yes, but I could say that my nephew definitely inspired me to take back off. But as far as clothing, he was the first one. He just believed in. He was just like, look, bring me 50 pieces, and we'll put it in the store. And now we're in Whittier. And then there was a point where he was having to, I don't know the words, mitigate, or he was having to kind of crowd control because people in Whittier were like, well, these guys are too good to come to our shows. And he's like, these guys live in Arizona.
Oh, your brand.
Yes.
Okay. Well, hey, let's back up. So how did it take off? Right.
So it took
You're talking about your nephew.
Yeah. So my nephew, and then so what he did. So we were in a show we went to a show in San Diego. It's called the La Raza Run, right? It's called Vatos and Vicas magazine used to produce it.
It's a lowrider show.
So it's a motorcycle show.
It's a motorcycle show. Okay.
So we're in San Diego, and then my nephew just pulled up with like 7 hats,
Okay.
right? Because I got a bunch of nephews. I got like 50 something. Of these fucking-
You're Mexican. I get it.
Yeah, there's a freaking. So one of my nephews, I got a lot of them. I have layers of them. So I got layers that are like my age or and older and a little bit younger and stuff. So he's like breaks out with 7 hats and he's like, here, deal. Let's do it. And he gives it to my other nephew, his brother. He gives it to his brother-in-law, and then we're like, nah, we're gonna do it. We found it. Let's do it. Which was this original design on the top. That was the hat, just the working class and the Cultura, because we were like, if we're gonna do it, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do to change it? We're gonna eliminate the familia. We're like, what is it all about? We're like, well, really, it's just about like the culture of everything.
Okay.
Right?
So
We're like,
where you
yeah.
come with Cultura?
We're working class culture, which is and then the Cultura, and it's like, what are we trying to accomplish, right? We're building our dreams.
How you gonna separate yourselves from everything else?
Right. So then, because we were like we would work, because I worked, my nephews worked, we would all work. And then when we come home from work, like you put in your shift, and then you open up the garage, and that's kind of like where some of the motorcycles and the cars and some of this got influenced in the beginning, because it was like you put on that second shift.
Right.
Like that first shift was for your family to pay for everything, hold your own, make sure everything's good. That second shift was kind of like for you.
Right.
Right. So, but you gotta, we couldn't afford to just drop our cars off and pay $10,000 for a big job.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we started freaking just wrenching.
We got sweat equity.
Yeah, we started working on our own stuff. At the time, we built a bike, a motorcycle. We got it in Lowrider magazine. My nephew Frankie's. The name of the motorcycle was Hasta la Muerte. It was a Serape bike, a Springer. We did some bicycle, a bicycle, motorcycle, little car, bike. We got that one in Lowrider magazine. We got about, I don't know, maybe we had 3 or 4 features in there. Hector is the one who got us in the Sugar Mills, Hector.
Nice.
So, we just, we launched a brand. Immediately, the store picked it up. Went straight into the store.
The
Low Down and Dirty, Uptown Whittier.
Okay.
So then we're out there, we're kind of networking, and we're traveling a lot. We're doing a lot of stuff in California at the time. I'm kind of giving you a fast-paced.
No, that's fucking.
Yeah. Chuck Cerna, he was here from Arizona, Phoenix. He was like, Chuck Cerna is like our photographer. He's the one who does majority of all of our photography. I would say he's like, lack of better words, but he's like our resident photographer, right?
Okay.
So he's like, like a resident DJ. Yeah, he might be this name, but he works. This is where he's at, and this is what he does.
Yeah.
And then when you want to hire him, you're gonna pay the bucks for him.
Right.
But when he's here, we just got him on like we have an agreement in the salary that we pay, right?
A retainer.
Right.
A retainer.
Exactly. So Chuck Cerner is the one who, and he just committed from the beginning, and he just helped us, and we started product placement. Product placements helped us a lot.
And how'd you figure out the product placement thing? Was it the Low Down Dirty?
Low Down and Dirty helped us a lot. At this time, now we're talking, 2015. It was like 2014, 2015. Instagram started taking off. A lot of people, and specifically in California, was already like a lot of people at that time. Like all the big painters had it. All the big names, they all had it. All the main photographers, they had it, but they were like barely trying to build their own names because they were like, this is this new tool. It's a resource.
Right.
But then a lot of people were looking at it like it was a game, and they were looking at it like it was a waste of time. But I was like,
You were in it.
I'm in. I'm like, this is a moneymaker.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when I post, I'm in it because I'm trying to invest money. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, we're the same.
Yeah.
We're in the same boat.
Right. Yeah.
So so I've checked out the designs and they're tight. So when did Build Your Dreams, was that part of the Cultura,
Original.
the first 2014 whatever?
Yes, it was part of the original Takeoff Again. So we're like, look, if we're gonna do this, we need a slogan. Like, what's gonna be the bones
Right.
of the company? And we're like, talking, and there's all these things, and we go like, man, just build your dreams. Like, what are we trying to do? Like, ultimately. And then we're like, man, we're just trying to build our dreams. Like, we're like, no, let's do it. So we ran it. So I called up Michael from Now or Never. Michael, he came over,
Right.
and I got out this piece of paper, and I made it into about 12 blocks, right? I'm like 1, 2, so it was 3, and then I made it like 4. And I'm like, boom, and I'm like trying to do it, and I made it like I could see it, but I write like I'm in kindergarten.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like trying to like build, like draw this, like build, but I could see it was these giant letters. It was bold, real in your face, because at this time I got like my brother-in-law, my other brother-in-law, Junie, my brother-in-law, Robert Martinez, passed away. You know Robert Martinez, right? And he passed away, and we were riding together. My nephew Frankie, Big Me, everybody, we were all riding. So we were like, we envisioned it like I'm on a motorcycle and you're just cruising down the road. You just see this big old billboard on your back.
Nice.
The bigger the guy, the bigger the billboard. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So Ray, are you the main one that comes up with the design?
No.
It's local artists.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a collaboration. We all toss around ideas. You kind of just start like, I think that's the key, especially when there's partnership. and you have multiple people, I think everyone brings something to the table because
Absolutely.
their vision and the way that we all see things are so different, right? Because like I had this thing, and then like my wife would be like, "That's for old people, Ray. Like, what are you talking about?" You know, and my nephew would be like, he's younger than me. He's like, "Yeah, uncle, that's for old people." You know,
You know what my favorite was?
You got
was
Skechers on.
The one with the octopus.
I love that.
Oh, yeah, the
That
octopus
one was
was-
dope. I bought
Yeah,
that one.
yeah,
I used to love rocking that one till
Yeah.
I got some taco grease on the
on
front.
it.
Like,
Yeah, the vision of the octopus was like this guy who you're just like one guy. Imagine like you get one check or you have one response. You're one person, but you just have so much going on, man. You got like you're trying to do this and this and this. It's like you're one head, but your arms only reach so much. You know what I mean? Your
Right.
money only reaches so much. So it was like that's kind of how we came up with the whole octopus at the time. I think we ran two couple designs with multiple octopus at the time. You know.
Yeah, I saw that. I was curious where you came up with that. That's tight.
So Ray, going along those lines about the octopus and designs like that, I also noticed that you actually bring in artists, different artists,
Yep.
to do your designs.
Yep.
Like it's just not one artist. It's just not one head. It's like you bring in multiple people, which is like wow. You know, you're basically you're just helping everybody get
Spreading the love.
Spreading the love.
For sure, man. And you know, I'm definitely not going to say that we're the reason, but you know, we've had artists that we worked with. They moved on and done stuff for Brixton and all these Loser Machine and
Holy crap.
all these
Right,
big
right.
companies.
Right
you know,
on.
and before that, they, you know, I'm not saying like for sure, I'm not saying that it was us, but
Right.
it was cool that we were lucky enough to kind of catch them before a lot of them blew up. You know what I mean? Males and females. And one lady took off with this makeup line where it was like a 64 Impala that was all candied out, and then when you open the makeup palette, each color that was in the candy paint job was on the makeup palette.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, her name's Aspi. Yeah, she did a freaking awesome design for us. A-Bomb, the artist, he's right here from the neighborhood. A-Bomb's probably done about four designs for us. He does many designs for my friends, and you know, he's like my go-to, like on the fly. I just need something real quick for a flyer or something. Like, Bomb, hit me up. Yeah, he's like, I got
Always
you.
available.
Now, do you give him an idea or do you let him just create?
Bomb is probably one of the most creative men
Oh
I've
yeah,
ever met.
yeah, we know that. Yeah,
I can
Of course
call
we know that.
Bomb. I'll call Bomb and be like, hey, I got this vision. Like we did this a collaboration with Theos and Tias recently, right?
Right.
So we were like, what are we gonna do? We go, all right. The title of the night is gonna be thankful for what you got, because that was Theos and Tias event, right?
Right.
So I'm like, call a Bomb, and me and Chris Villa were talking. He's like, what do you want to do? I go, look, we're gonna come up with the design. I'm gonna come up with the design. You're gonna co-sign on it. Bomb's gonna create it. It'll be good. He's like, all right. So I called Bomb. I'm like, look, I got this vision that there's this, because you know in the song it's like gangster white wall, you know,
Yeah.
TV antennas in the back. So I'm like singing. At this time I'm on the phone with Bomb. Gangster white wall, you know. And he's like, right? And he's like, boom. He's like,
Unmask that, man.
yeah, I
So
can't
hopefully,
see it. Yeah.
hopefully
He's already going.
not falling in love with
Yeah.
you, but
Yeah. Well, the TV antenna. TV. So then all of a sudden, right? I'm like telling him, and he's like, tell me, keep going. Right, keep going. He's like, what is it? And I'm like, Tios and Tias is this event that we do at Cobra Arcade where Chris Villa throws it. We were just part of it. We were not part of it. We were doing a collab with him. You know, it's Chris Villa's event. And like, it's because Cobra Arcade is like kind of like a young person's place.
Yep, been there.
And I go, this is so that the Tios and Tias, we have the adult day.
Right.
And he's like, okay, keep going. What is it? And I'm like, Chris is DJing, there's music. And then boom, I get this text on my phone. And I pull it up and I look it up, and he got this white wall. In the hubcap, there's this like couple dancing. In the background, you can see in his music notes. And he got the antennas and the flags. And I was just like, that's it, Bomb. I was like, bro.
Nailed it.
That was like, I'm looking at my phone. We've been on the phone for 7 minutes. He just came up with a full-blown design. He's like,
Dope.
that's it? I'm like, yeah. I'll send you the deposit. Boom, done. And he was gone.
Hell yeah.
He's good, bro. He's creative, man.
yeah, he
Creative.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's always been that way, man. Ever since we were young, you know, we've seen his pieces on the wall over here. We've seen his flyers, the backyard boogie flyers that he used to do, man.
You guys
Great
want me to
shit.
tell you the secret about Bomb?
Go for it. Safe space.
So, if you notice that A-Bomb's, all his designs are two-dimensional, right? Think about it. Like, he always has this dimension. It's never 3D. It's always like a landscape and then like a color, right? Because A-Bomb only has one eye.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And when you have one eye, you can't see 3D. You only see 2 dimensions. So he's so good at putting the layers on top of each other.
Damn. See, that's talent, man.
Yeah, it's good.
That's talent. And then the fact you could just sing a song and he'd come up with a design. That's
Multiple
crazy.
times has that happened.
That's
dude.
crazy.
He's good. He's good. Yeah.
So tell me, you also did a collab with Jimmy with the Shiner. Mm-hmm. How did that come about, man? I remember going into Nippers the first time going into Straight Razor.
Yep.
And I see this Shiner little pomade, and I see your guys' logo, and I'm like, what the fuck? How'd this come about, man? This is dope. Who would think of that? And how did that come up, man, if you would?
So Shiner Gold, he's going to hate that I said this, but Shiner Gold's name is Jimmy Allen, right?
Jimmy Allen.
I freaking love his name. 2 first names, freaking badass.
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
Ricky Bobby.
He's the Ricky Bobby of Arizona. Yeah. So every time I introduce Jimmy Allen, I always say his first name. I'm like, hey, I got his phone, Jimmy Allen. I go, how you doing? This is my boy, Jimmy Allen, you know? Me and Jimmy Allen befriended each other through Danny from Straight Razor
Straight
Barbershop.
Razor, right.
Yep. Danny owns Straight Razor Barbershop. A lot of people came up from there. He influenced a lot of people. He had an open, floor. Actually, me and Jimmy Allen befriended each other through a guy named Raph. I call him Raph Howler, is what I call him, but he was in a band called Midnight Howlers at the time. He plays stand-up bass. He's like a rock star, Hell
yeah.
And so we did lithography show. We were vending the show, and then we're vending right next to Shiner Gold Pomade. And Raph was kind of like already, he was on board with what we were doing. He kept telling kind of Shiner look at this line that's next to us. Like, look what's going on. Look at this movement. And at the time, Shiner Gold was predominantly like a rockabilly scene style of pomade.
Yeah.
It was it was just like lift it up and pump it and go, and so he's just like, hey, if you want to drop something together, man, let's do it. So I had a guy named Jesse Barba. I already had the scene in my mind. Like I had the image that I knew I wanted someone like a man and a woman cruising in a car. Kind of like I was just picturing like off this cliff, like that back, they're making out or something. So I kind of told Jesse Barber about it. And Jesse Barber just, man, he sketched it up. Took forever because Jesse Barber's a stoner. And
So it took a while.
Yeah, the devil's lettuce.
all the stoners, dude. Like, all the stoners take forever.
That's why I haven't did that mural yet.
Smoking the devil's lettuce.
Yeah. It's like they just slow. Yeah.
But it came about though.
Oh man, amazing. So it came through, and then I sent it to Jimmy. I'm like, hey, this was my vision, and what do you think? He's like, let's do it. And he's like, let's do it.
Do they still? Are those still out there?
Yeah. Jimmy's more waiting on me. I made about, I would say if I had to tell you, we probably made about 3, or maybe I know we ran 1,000 the first run. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe somewhere between 1,800, 2,000 of them we done.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we did I know we did 1,000 stickers. I probably did 1,000 stickers the second time. We did 300, and then I think we did another 1,000 stickers. And then, but I ended up kind of running out of stickers, so I started kind of giving them out and stuff a little bit,
So taking us back, to where working class Cultura started and stuff like that. I know you're heavy now, or always have been, in the car culture scene.
Yes.
The car culture scene, the Vikla.
Well,
all
wait
that.
a minute. But the collabo,
Which one?
he collaborates with a lot of different.
Well, yeah, you
He
know,
Got
that's
the,
like
he collaborated with the coffee.
Yes. Tres Leches
With
Café.
right.
Yeah,
Really?
on 17th Avenue in Van Buren.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In there.
Yes. So Tres Leches actually has our logo on the wall.
Yes,
It's the black with the gold that says "Build Your Dreams" on there in the gold.
It's like at Nippers.
Yeah.
I like Dos
Yeah.
Chichis.
Yeah.
If you go to his pop-up,
Yeah.
he has his own little.
Yeah.
Ray,
Yeah. We got a coffee.
working class got their own
We got
little
coffee,
little
yeah.
baggie. They
Yeah,
got baggies.
yeah.
The different about three flavors.
Yeah. Well,
Coffee,
It's the,
coffee.
Yep. It's the.
Yeah, coffee.
You're branching out pretty good then.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, start
Yeah,
with
you
with
know,
the hat,
you know
the
what?
t-shirt,
Yeah,
the coffee.
it started back with a hat. We transitioned into the t-shirts. From the t-shirts, we started introducing. We kind of do limited runs. If I had to go into the business part of it, so we have a webpage that is ran third party. It's called the Dropship. So a whole nother company runs it. They handle everything. They print, they package, they ship.
Yeah.
One-stop shop.
One stop shop. Yeah, it's actually ran out of Kansas. They do it all. Our job right now in position is create new. So we create new, and then we do colorways. So you might get a shirt in this color, and we might run 100, 200 of them, and then you're never going to see it again.
Right.
They're always like, I'll get it later. I'm like, well, it's not going to be around later, but all right.
So let me ask, how do you determine, like, say, how you're going to branch, right? How you going to span your product line or
Right.
your brand? How do you determine that?
I think some of it just talks to you.
Okay.
You know, that's one thing. Like, it's, similar to this podcast. Like, you guys know, like, hey, at the end of the day, you guys are all different guys, but you still kind of have this idea of, like, the type of way that you want to run with it. So we kind of do that. And then, I think it's important to, like, sit down. I use my notes on my phone like crazy, man. Like,
Okay.
I probably got about 100 freaking layers of notes on my phone, but, I like to jot stuff down, think about my visions. I think about, people and where do we want to go? What are we doing? What do we want to,
How do we get there?
correct and stuff? So, and then sometimes you just honestly, like, moments like these, you start meeting people. and then-
Network.
and it
Let me
just
tell you,
kind of comes together,
It's his aura. He's a cool ass dude.
Thank
this
you.
guy's from the gig.
No, I just met you today, man. And right on.
I can
I'm
see-
happy
I
to-
can see-
you act
I
like
can
you've
see the
known him for a
whole- I
long
can see the
time,
whole-
right? You go to his booth. Let me tell you, you go to his booth.
Personal.
Everybody's gathering around his booth. You know what I mean? And like you said, it's a big braid. I could walk to his booth and I see, homie, I went to Maryville where, I went to Trevor where. Everybody's around race.
Right.
You know what I mean? Booth.
This fool
And-
went
and
to
it's
every
all-
high school.
Who? You.
touched him off. He made his own braid.
And
can
you know
relate.
what? I'm proud to say I was the very first class of West Phoenix when it was over there on Earl,
Oh, that's West Valley.
West Valley.
I went to West Valley.
I was the first class,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Now
I
you
was the
go
very
class.
first class.
West Valley, what?
So let me tell you a quick thing
That was
about
alternative
yeah,
school.
real fast, real fast. Yeah.
It wasn't.
Did you know- so when I went to
Mr.
West Valley,
Trujillo,
yeah,
you know
when I went to
that?
West Valley, so you couldn't wear any color T-shirts, or you could not wear. When I went there, you could not wear a print.
Ray, was it on Earl?
It was on flour.
That's why you started making
Flower.
You
T-shirts.
came in on Earl, and then you turn on
Yeah,
on
in the
flour.
warehouses.
Yeah, in the warehouses. So you could not wear one name brand on your shirt. And you would get wanded in. When I went, you weren't allowed to take.
Listen to this.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to
He
take
lied.
backpacks or anything. They would supply you with paper. They would supply you with pens and paper and pencils. You check them out. You check them in at the end of the day.
Damn.
So right. So my teacher, we call him Mr. Ferry, but his name was Mr. Fury. So my teacher
I
at
ain't
the
gonna go there,
time,
man. I ain't going there.
I my first day of school, like you would get this packet on Monday, and it was like Dangerous Minds. Like, it was like every neighborhood was in there. All the pregnant girls were in there. Like, yeah, they're sitting on the table, everything, and it's like the teacher didn't give a shit. I don't know because the teacher didn't crap. Yeah,
it's the internet.
Yeah, the teacher
You
didn't
learn
give a
different
shit.
stuff over there,
shit
right?
and nothing, right? And then so then Monday was just like so then Tuesday you would just watch a video, but it was trippy because the video would literally be verbatim. Like, you just waited for the next word. You'd be like filling it in. And then so the first day on Monday, you didn't have to do nothing. And on Tuesday, right? So then I had this science, or I don't know what it was. So I heard, I'm in this other class and I had my head down. I'm like laying down and, imagine my head's laying down and it's sideways,
Taking a break,
right?
taking a
Taking
break.
like a little power nap. Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah.
It's a last chance school.
Yeah. This is for the elite.
How do we get there?
Yeah.
Hey,
So I hear this
it was
dude.
for those
Yeah.
creative mind guys that school was born
Yeah.
for
If
us.
you're-
bro.
if you're gonna-
we gotta go to another school.
If you're not gonna go to school and you're gonna create a clothing brand, this is where you go. Yeah. Or a podcast.
It's either
If you're gonna end up on a podcast, yeah, this is where you go. Yeah.
It's either that or Job Corps.
Yeah. So I got my head's down, it's sideways, right? Imagine my arms across, my head's sideways, and I hear this door opens, boom.
tell them what our
I'll tell you.
tell them what our cafeteria was.
So I hear this sound, click, 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 and just powerful, dude. Power, click, click.
What do you call
click,
gestures?
click, click, click.
Click clacks.
Click clacks. But these weren't dress shoes. These were heels. Stilettos. 6 inch.
Clear Hills. They sound
Yeah.
like Clear Hills.
At this point, my eyes open.
Yeah.
Right?
For your pleasure,
Got
Dave.
my attention now.
Now you got my attention. Now my eyes open. I see this freaking 6 foot something legs come walking by. Capris or whatever they used to call them. Blouse. Hair down to the freaking back of the knees, man.
Can we take a
Black.
break? Can we take a break?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, she turns around. She's like, "What's up, everybody? I'm Mr. Furry."
Germany.
Ouch.
First transgender. Oh, man, you brought me in.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah.
How did we get to
He got me too.
West
He got
Valley?
me too. Hey, I was like, "Dang, how did I end up here? How did I end up here?"
I'm jumping out. I
yeah,
quit.
yeah.
Hey, our cafeteria
that
was
transition juice.
a lunch truck. You should show up.
I bet he used to
Lunch truck.
drink Bud
Did they have a
Light.
lunch
Yeah,
truck?
he
It was
said,
a shim.
Yeah, it was just a food truck. Yeah,
A
you
food
could
truck.
pull up.
A food
yeah,
truck. You
yeah.
could pull up.
You
That
pull
was,
up.
that was our
Dude,
cafeteria.
the ashtrays, all the benches had ashtrays. You could smoke at school,
Yeah.
everything. Yeah,
Even
it
the
was
pregnant
freaking-
chicks?
Yeah.
Even the pregnant ones.
Well, we knew
No, they
they're
went to throw it
active.
in Saisas.
Yeah. It was a trip, man. Yeah, I ended up dropping out, man. I ain't gonna lie. I should have.
No,
I wish I would have made it, but
Scared you
yeah,
straight.
Yeah,
The chick-
yeah.
Homie.
You know,
Homie.
all my friends went, and they started dropping out one by one by one, and then I tried to fight it for my family and everything, and then I was like,
yeah.
what does this even mean? Like,
You got Mr. Fairy Bird in your mind. I can't go back. I
And
can't
he
go
ended up
back.
being really cool anyway, but yeah.
No, shit. Come back to
He's my favorite teacher.
I'm gonna tutor you. I'm gonna tutor you.
Extracurricular activities. No, he took us to go see
This is a
autopsy,
ruler.
dude.
Did you stay after?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you stay after school?
Yeah, we did braiding. That's where the braiding came from. Nah.
So
No, it was a trip though.
You didn't graduate, G?
I didn't, man. I
need you to clean the erasers.
I got my GD. I ended up getting my GD. Yeah. AIBT.
Me
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
Look at us now.
Yeah.
Ah, no.
Yeah.
We're in the
No,
same
man,
room.
it's
right?
good to know.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
good to know. I don't know how we got to that.
Yeah.
but- Hey, we're there.
We're also the same class. Nah.
Did you see my picture up there?
Yeah. Well, you're the only one that graduated from there.
Mr. Fairy taught him how to read a tape measure.
Yeah, that's right.
We didn't take no ferry.
How tall are these stilettos?
Yeah. He said
6
He
inches.
said 2, 4, 6.
Hey, I opened my eyes up big. I was like,
No, it was 5, 10, 20,
Yeah.
50. That's what we were learning.
Hey, we're gonna take another quick break.
Let's do it.
And we'll come back. We're gonna move off to Mr. Fairy. Right?
Yeah,
We're
no
done
more
with that.
Mr. Fairy.
No more Mr. Fairy.
Next
Yeah, I want to
subject.
get where,
No more
where
Bud
you're
Light.
at now and,
All right,
and
let's talk
what's
about
going on.
absolutely.
All right.
Órale, vato, what's happening? What's happening?
Hey, all right. We're back for our final segment.
Maybe.
Maybe, potentially, almost. But hey, we found we went to the alley. Look, we found the alley. Look, we found the alley.
I made it.
Come on, man. That's why you're not getting paid.
Technical difficulties. Uh-oh.
There he is.
I showed up.
All right, cousin Michael finally made it.
That's it, man.
What's happening, man? Welcome.
Thank you.
What's
Thank you,
going
guys.
on?
Yeah, yeah.
What happened? You run out of gas?
Anyways, hey, man, we got Ray here, man, from Working Class Cultura. And, I'm
Well, he's been here, man. You
Yeah.
should have showed up earlier.
Yeah. Get out of the hoto seat.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
One thing I did I really like about the brand, man, is and I don't want to call it like a catchphrase or a slogan, is that the working class cultura, man, and build your dreams.
Build your
It's really
dreams.
the build your dreams.
I would agree, man. That's iconic.
Yeah, the build your dreams. I don't think it just pertains to like building a ride or building whatever. It's really putting a mindset towards whatever your dream is.
It's
man. Whether
universal.
It's universal, correct, man.
It relates to everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A dream is specific to the dreamer.
And I think they did a great job of nailing it, man. Because
I dig that
You
shit.
wear that T-shirt. You're going to school. You can go to higher education. You could join the military. You could do whatever. Whether it's even if you want to pursue to get your GED, maybe even do something photography wise, artistic wise. You got to build your dream, man. And I think that this brand it hits the nail right on the head, man.
Are you trying to get a job with them?
No,
You
no,
said,
man.
I'm just
Look,
playing.
man,
No.
I've admired their brand for many years.
thank you.
And I just know, I was like, man, these guys. Actually, you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you guys what I think. These guys have built a culture within the culture. They have their own culture, man. Because not only that, the thing that they do a lot of is, if you look at their media, I did a deep dive, obviously, right? You don't see these guys hardly in the pictures. They post people wearing the brand.
Yeah.
It's other people in the culture
Right.
doing different stuff, different shit that post wearing their gear, man. And they can promote that. I don't know whether they tag them or whatever. I don't know how you guys get it, man. But they
Please
do
tell
it
us.
right.
No, yeah.
I think
Definitely.
maybe
It's
early.
dope.
It's
It's
dope.
dope.
It's
Dude.
dope.
It's dope.
And there's nothing more than when you have people promoting your brand. That's what it's about. That means people gravitate towards your brand.
Now, one thing I did read about you too. You gave an interview one time. Is like you say working class cultura, build your dreams, and like Michael was talking about, it's not only just building your car, building this, doing that. It's actually for everyone. I mean, even if you sat at a desk, you know what I mean. I think you're relating to those people too, because
definitely.
those people, to me, came from a working class background. You know how we want better for our kids. I think that working class background wanted better for their kids, and even though they're sitting at a desk, they're not digging a hole or something like that.
Right. I mean,
This
they're
alludes to everything.
Yeah.
And that's
It's
fucking awesome.
universal.
climbing the corporate ladder, right? That's your dream, right?
Build your
You want to do
dream.
this, right? Build
You're
your dream.
building your
Work
dream.
hard, build your dream.
Yeah.
I
And
would
you
agree
know,
with that.
One of the things that I really think and admire that you did is it's a customer driven brand, is what they say.
Definitely.
And it shows, man, because people are posting their t-shirts, their hats, everything, their brand.
You know what's
all over.
you know what's dope? You know what's dope? When you walk up to that, when you walk up to his booth or whatever it is, his booth, that's dope. You see all works of life right there.
Yeah.
Buying this, buying that. He got coffee. He got hair, fucking chanaka. He got all that. It's dope when you walk up and you see everybody. The gathering of the people around his booth is dope. That's what type of man he is. That's what type of brand he got.
You do.
It's cool.
You nailed
Cool.
it. You know what I dug the design with the dude on the creeper under the car and the chick's legs, and she's like, "Come to
Yes.
bed, right?
to bed.
right? Come to bed,
yeah.
right?"
A-bomb did that.
Okay, is that what he did,
Yeah.
dude? I dig that design because it could be sitting on your computer working late at night, man. When it comes to bed, come to bed.
Well, we all know, like, you could be studying.
You could
be
do
doing
whatever,
anything.
man, right? Because you're working towards a dream, right? You're trying to
And
realize.
you're in
your
there by
dream.
yourself, and she's in there watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, she's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
when you gonna come in? Finally,
was-
now I'm gonna give you an idea. Now I'm gonna give you a reason to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally dug. And then what's the other design? Night shift.
Night Shift. So A-bomb, the artist, did a series called Night Shift.
I like that design.
Yeah, the Night Shift was it was a vendor truck. It was the Impala, the guy that's working on his car all night. The vendor truck, these people that are out. Like all of us, like food trucks and everything are in right now, right? So there's a second walk of life of people who work second shift, that work graveyard.
Yes.
shift. Their
Yes.
life is completely different than our life.
Sure.
Right?
Sleep during the day, work at night.
and eat at night, cook at night, doing everything, entertain at night. So A-bomb created the second series called the Night Shift, which included that one. It included the letters that kind of had that 70s vibe, had the helicopter in it and whatnot, and then it had
Yeah.
the,
Stars,
and it had
moons.
the-
That's
yeah,
tight.
it's
I like
cool,
it. I
man.
did. I
It's,
really did that
it's
one.
honestly, the series as a whole is one of my favorite pieces. That one of the favorite ones.
Because even
Yeah,
I
that's
think he
dope.
even did I don't know, particularly a field worker.
Yes.
Somebody
Yep.
with the rake and stuff like that. The
shovel.
The shovel.
Yeah,
He
did the
created that
shovel
one
and
as
he had
well.
the straw hat. A-bomb
There you
together,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, great one
The
too.
straw hat.
Great
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that was.
I'm glad
right.
you brought that up because anybody that's wrenched on a car, that's working on a car in their own garage, they know that you get off work, you might eat real quick, change your clothes, and you're out there.
Yep.
All hours of the night,
Yep.
you go to bed because you've been working on your ride, and you have that like
You get on a little bit of a roll and just give me
Yeah.
do this, let me
you
do
get in
that.
that
Just
zone
keep
and you're
going.
trying to grind and do it, man.
Especially that Friday night, like
'Cause you have
you're
more
like
time.
you work, you're still in
Yeah.
your work clothes. You just take off your shirt,
Yeah.
and you like go get a beer on the way home. You just open up that garage or whatever it is, even if
Right,
it's studying, even if you want to be a journeyman or electrician, whatever it is, man. Like we actually have a lot of bodybuilders that purchase our
Really?
clothing, and
Really?
because
Oh,
then they're
shit.
like,
So you're-
their body and their mind is like its own dream. Like
That's their dream.
Yeah, they're like, no, this is
You're
building a
crossing
body.
over.
for sure.
For
That's
sure.
pretty
That's
cool,
the
man.
plan.
I'm glad you guys brought a crossover because
Right.
not only do they do that, but they have also hit the female market. You
was
have
gonna ask that
you
question.
have a lot of females that wear your brand, man, and I think that's dope.
Who comes up with the lady for the girl?
We tried
Because
that.
my,
Yeah.
my wife
Working
bought
class
the
juicy
one-
couture.
the hoodie.
The truth is this: the girls buy.
Yeah,
The guys go, they'll get one or something. You know what you guys see? I mean, all the apps and everything. The women.
What do you mean, you guys?
Yeah, the women purchase, man. The women purchase.
You
They
talking
do.
about Mr.
Yeah.
Ferry?
Yeah. Our favorite teacher, man.
Yeah, the girls too.
The
Yeah,
girls
females.
buy more than the
ladies.
guys.
They do.
They'll kind of bring them over. The guys, even I'm out of town a lot and stuff, and when they're there, they kind of walk by. Some guys want to be cool, and they they don't want to walk over.
Try
or
to be too
something.
hard.
Yeah, and then the girls are like, "No, you're coming over." And then,
Yeah.
and then
Hey, Ray, because it's intimidating going to your booth, bro. You got a bunch of homies around there.
I
Homies
tried
like, send
not
his
to make it
wife,
like
hey,
that. Yeah,
mija, go get
yeah,
us a
yeah,
shirt,
yeah.
go get you a
Tell
hoodie.
the homies to quit
Here's my
looking so
card.
mean.
But let me elaborate on that a little bit. His booth, you've actually done something different than other people have done. You've actually put out cocktail tables in
Oh,
front of
hell
your
yeah.
booth.
Dang, that's
Yes,
cool.
they have.
And I'm
I've
like-
never seen that. Yeah.
Look at. He's got people gathered around these cocktail tables, and they're either drinking whatever they want to drink, but
Wine,
it's like a
wine.
perfect spot to just.
Yeah. Be comfortable. Come. So I have a rolling case that opens up.
Yeah,
on
you do.
Wheels. It works out good. So there's a lot more to it, right? Like, so you can put things in sizes. It's like 3X. You could go big to small to
Right.
big. But it opens up. It holds 8 different designs. I think it's like 6 or 7 levels down. So Jimmy Allen actually gifted me that. That thing was, a few $1,000s to make. He made 2 or 3 of them. I can't remember what it is. I wish I did, but I think he made like 3 of them. And then he like showed them to me. He's like, "Hey man, check this out." And then I'm like, "Man, that thing is freaking." He goes, "That one's yours."
Oh, nice.
I don't know who's
Nice.
Jimmy Allen.
Jimmy Allen's the owner of Shining.
He's got
Gold
2 first
Foundation.
Oh,
names.
gotcha.
The
Okay,
guy
you
with
got
two
two
first
names.
names.
Spoke
Okay.
about him earlier.
Gotcha.
And what he's talking about is it opens up like a book,
Right.
Yeah.
and he's got his merchandise
Right.
all in there. It's like
one thing, to kind of piggyback on that, you're an antique collector,
I am.
right?
Oh.
Yeah.
So
no,
you
wait,
like-
that's what I wanted to get into
Yeah.
with you as well.
Right.
You have a lot of art.
Yeah.
You have
Yes.
a lot of antiques.
I'm a collector. Yeah.
You have a lot of eccentric stuff in your home itself,
Right.
You got a badass 39 Chevy out there.
and you just purchased also
Right.
a little
The quarter. The donkey with the cactus.
the
riding
cactus
machine.
next to it.
I mean, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Out front of
Yeah.
In front of Smitty's.
what was the place that did the ice cream?
Yeah,
Thrifty.
but
Thrifty.
Thrifty.
Ray,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
would give us a little insight on all the art you have, or
Yeah.
some of the art you have.
So we've been collecting art, my wife and myself. It's been years, man. It's been years. We
One at a
there was
time, piece
lot
at a
of-
time.
Start a piece at a time. At this point, I mean, I probably got a closet full of another 102 pieces.
Damn.
That nobody's even seen. But
Wow.
what I display at the house is all original artwork, local artists, artists from all over the world, all over the country. I've been gifted. I've been blessed. I've been gifted a lot of stuff. I don't want to say I purchased it all for sure. I purchased some stuff. I'm not scared to put some money down, but
You stole some stuff.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I got some sticky hands. I didn't have a West Valley for nothing. But I've been gifted a lot of stuff, and I really, really, really take it personal when I do, man. I've had artists. I've had we're in 2 stores in Japan. One of the stores.
I was
in
gonna ask that
Japan,
question.
yeah. One of the stores in Japan, the California Social Club, Acer. He stayed with me for a week, tattooed me. He gifted me this great original canvas piece, and I have that one up, and it's it's a print.
And Acer is who?
Acer is the owner of California Social Club in Japan.
Oh, okay. A Japanese dude.
Japanese.
Okay.
So what they do is that
And you have
I'll
your
just-
product in there?
Oh yeah, we're 2 stores.
I was going to ask that question. Have you gone international at all? I mean,
Yes. Seoul, Germany, like I say, Japan. A lot of international stuff is good. I hate shipping them because it's like this forum. It's like 3 forums. Essentially.
Have you been to Japan?
And it
No,
takes
I
forever
haven't.
to
I
get
wanna
there.
go. Yeah, I've been invited
Because
multiple times.
I
wanna go, yeah.
the culture in Japan, they
Right.
Timmy, I don't know if you know,
They do
I'm
have big
looking at
lowrider show culture over there.
Huge. Yeah.
you. The Chicano lowrider culture is huge in
Yeah,
Japan.
yeah, it is big.
And they take it like they don't. They're like from your shoelaces to the wallet to the chain that's on your wallet. Like every single thread count, everything is very detailed,
Nah.
very personal to them.
Yeah, they definitely become
yeah,
students of the game.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
I've seen a couple of things
Yeah.
on Netflix, whatever. And
I wanted to ask, when do you, because you're a busy guy, man. And
sure.
how do you find time to go antiquing?
How do you find time to work for the city of Phoenix?
That's my hobby.
with your click clacks, with your click clacks. Ray's here.
I've been working for 22 years in the same job. Most people don't know that I work, but I do. Work is like I guess as a crazy as I'm a Gemini, so I'm like I can live like 3-4 lives.
Nice.
Nice.
I never ever call in. I go to work every day.
You're living to the name.
Right, yeah.
Working class.
Yeah, working
started
class,
literally
bro.
bottom, digging ditches. I'm an asphalt guy originally. I've done asphalt for years and years. Throwing down concrete. Shovel with some of the baddest dudes I've ever met in my life.
Big
I got
George.
a
Big
couple
George.
homies that say
Yeah.
that you're the
Yeah.
superintendent.
Yes,
I won't mention names, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I say.
I got blessed, man, and I've had a lot of good opportunities. I've worked really hard for him. I feel
You have.
There it is. It's on your shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have.
Hey, Ray, you've been showed a lot of love. You show love too. You've hosted some people that come from California, and you invite them to your house
sure.
and help them vend.
Yes.
Can you name some of the ones?
Servants, man. Servants and myself, we're very tight. We do a lot of money and business and love. And Servants did actually. My father passed away 2018, and Servants he did the testimony for my dad's funeral service. Fern, Famoso, he owns a tattoo shop in the Bay Area. I go up to the Bay all the time. Often I go up there and I visit him. He comes down a lot more. He meets me in Southern California. We hang out a lot. We spend a lot of time together. I don't want to stop at them, man. I just
What was that girl?
Yeah.
What was the chick's name?
DC collection. You
Oh
said.
yeah, Doris. So Doris, so her brand is D Collective.
D Collective.
D Collective. Yeah.
Sorry about
Sorry.
And what does she do?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doris. So what she does is she hand stitches, and she curates, and she does. She creates her own letters and whatnot, and she makes a lot of products. We've done some
Like crochet? I mean,
Yeah.
what do you mean
No.
like hand stitches?
We'll show
So
you,
the,
Timmy.
the,
Okay,
the
okay.
second part of that is that what Doris does for a living is that she works in the fashion world in downtown LA. So she's been on like Vogue magazine and
Oh,
all
wow.
these different. Yeah,
She's done some NFL
Yeah.
commercials too.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Raiders,
that's cool.
a bunch of stuff.
Me,
yeah.
me and George have followed her for a while. Man.
Yeah, she's
She's done
soft.
stuff here in the valley.
She's soft on the eyes.
Not like Mr.
She's
Ferry.
super humble though, man.
She is.
Yeah.
No,
Super humble. She's every time she comes in Arizona, she stays at my house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's a really good person. Her kids are good. She has a couple of boys, and she's always treated us with respect. She's invites us to a lot of events that she does. She wants to be part of a lot of the stuff that we do here. I'm actually going to be. My plan is to bring her out here when it cools down, and maybe the next month or two. We usually do something right around Black Friday.
Okay.
So we do. So my plan is to do something and maybe at Ziggy's, do a quick little pop up. Probably have her come down and maybe include
Maybe she'll do a
A-Bomb.
podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Ray, tell me
if
about
she
that.
does
Tell me-
we'll set it up.
tell me about Ziggy's. What's
Right.
up with your
Relationship?
Yeah, relationship with
Man,
Ziggy's.
I'll tell you. So Adi Brocamante is. I mean, I probably shouldn't be saying the name, but yeah, Adi. Yeah.
We'll edit
Don't
that
worry,
out.
we're not
Adi
gonna
B.
say
Nah, Adi B.
Ariel.
Yeah. Ariel is Adi. He is a good dude, man. I got so much. I want to go into this quick, fast story.
Go for
Go
it.
for it, man.
So Adi was he gave me the opportunity because of A-Bomb. A-Bomb co-signed for us, right? And then he was doing the homeless
Homeless for the yeah.
hoodies for the homeless.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
He's gonna be doing it in November this year. So A-Bomb co-signed for us, hooked it up with Adi. I was there, and I was already knowing that Adi was purchasing our shirts. I was seeing it on Instagram and stuff. So when I was there, Adi was like, "Ray, anything you want to do, let's just do something together." And I wasn't really like, I wasn't really seeing the vision because I'm like, you own a pizza spot, like we own a t-shirt company. I don't understand, you know. And
The connection.
Yeah, that was Sunday morning.
The braid.
Monday morning, I'm like, Bomb, can I talk to Audi? He's like, give me 5 minutes. Boom. Next thing you know, he's like sending me Audi's number. I'm chopping it up with him. I'm like, can we do a pop up there? And he's like, all right. I go, but the only thing I ask is I do not want you to promote it. I don't want you to promote it. I don't want it to be on none of your pages. Nothing. Let me just have access to your place. I'll get my own DJ. I'll pay for them. Let me just do my thing. He's like, yeah. So,
Nice.
boom, I come in. We do our thing. Very successful event. Everyone has a blast.
Excellent.
It's all our particular culture. The people that are into what we're doing, we all love to eat, so it worked out great. There's food. We all like to drink. Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah. So it worked out really good. He also owns a company named Cobra Arcade. We've done
Yeah,
some
I've been
pop-ups
there.
there and what this and that. So Audi is giving me opportunities, right? And then what he did with me was one day he put me on the real stuff. He called me up one day and he's like, Ray, come meet me at Ziggy's. When? And I was like, all right, you tell me what time. I was there 5 minutes early, you know? Actually, like 30 minutes early because I was drinking a beer.
There it is. There it is, people. There it is.
Yeah. So we sit down.
Chicano
Yeah.
time.
He's like, hey. He's like, Ray, I've been watching what you're doing and you impressed me.
Nice.
And I'm like, okay, well, how? And he's like when? And he's like, every time.
Right.
And he goes, what you've done is, he goes, most people want to come in here and take my crowd and make money off of my crowd. He goes, you told me don't promote.
Mm-hmm.
You told me don't do this. You paid for your own DJs. You brought your own. He goes, everybody always wants me to do it. They want me. And he goes, now I'm going to show you something. He goes, show me how you spend your money. And I'm like, I don't know. I was explaining. He's like, no. See?
I work for the city.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah.
Bullshitting.
No, I think he means promoting.
No,
the
I
brand.
get it.
Yeah.
I'm bullshitting. That was a joke.
So he pulls out.
Brum-ching.
He pulls out 5 cards and sets them on the table.
Like poker
Debit-
cards?
Debit cards.
Debit cards.
He pulls out 5 debit credit cards, right? He sets them on the table. He's like, these are all the companies I got.
LLCs?
Yep. He's like, where's yours? And I was like, I do cash. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Russell Simmons rush card.
you know? He's like, yeah. He's like, you're like a pirate, man. He's like, you're like a pirate. He goes, I see you come, you make money. He goes, but what are you doing with it?
And I'm sure there's tax breaks and all that kind of bullshit that goes in with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the time, I didn't understand that.
Sure.
On that
Yeah.
on that Trump.
Yeah.
On that Trump tax
Yeah.
breaks.
He's like, hey, you need to start opening up your own stuff. You need to start doing your own thing. You know what I mean? So then he was like, here's my guy. Call this guy. He's going to get you this. Call this guy. He's going to get you that. Call this guy. And I started calling. He goes, and then you're going to get this paperwork and you're going to walk into the bank. Then you're going to open up an account. And then you're going to do this and that. And dude, man, he got me so right.
Damn.
Legit,
That's
bro.
next level stuff.
And he told me, he was like, Ray, I've owned businesses before and I never owned them right. And he was like, it wasn't until I got here that someone else sat me down. Because
And showed
all the
us.
people that I knew didn't even know that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, what do they say?
Yeah.
Like most businesses fail, right? In the
Right.
first year, right?
Right.
Especially as you start your first one, whatever. So let me ask a question. I mean, your story's awesome. I like the way where you started and where you're at. You're international. You're crossing over to coffee, different things. So if I was a young person, right, and I wanted to start a company, right? What advice would you give me, right? I mean, whatever I'm into, art,
Right.
lowriders, it doesn't matter what the community I'm into, whatever I'm
Right.
into. What advice would you give somebody starting out?
Don't get into t-shirts.
Don't do podcasts.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
No.
I mean, because you've made a lot of, like you said in the first segment, I think you said that you've met people
Right.
networking,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
That's what we called it, right?
Yep.
And so
Listen.
and
Yeah.
you've built,
Yeah.
and you're a good dude.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're a good dog, right? And so you made friends, right? And in the world, you got to be a good dog in this world, right? You can't be an idiot. You can't be an asshole. You got to be a good bird, right? So what would you give somebody deciding, hey, I'm going to start a business. I'm going to make chairs. I don't know, whatever it is.
I would definitely say, listen, man, like, it's kind of like the whole parenting thing when your parents are like, I already went through this so that you don't have to. right? And we're like, I don't even know what that means. You know, like,
Right.
like, yeah, Dad, like, yeah, Mom,
Right.
I get it. And you're like, no, I went through this so listen when the business guy tells you, when he's like, don't buy that because this is where you're going to get. And then if 3 people are telling you, you're like, you're buying the wrong product or you're going about it the wrong. Like, if you make coffee and they're telling you, don't buy this machine, and it costs a little bit out of your save up till you can get it.
Right.
Get it, because-
Make the investment.
Because you're gonna lose if not.
Right.
You're gonna waste a lot of money.
A smart person will learn from their mistakes.
For sure.
A genius will learn from everybody else's mistakes.
That's the truth.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's listen and what his brand's about, man. Follow your dream.
Follow your dreams.
Don't
Build
let
your dreams.
anybody else
Yeah.
discourage you.
No.
Right?
Yeah, I used to have a boss. He used to tell me, "Hey, man, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen twice as hard as you talk."
Yeah.
Right. And professionally, I work.
Message.
I've always taken that advice.
That's a whole nother thing with his brand. They do a lot for the community.
Yeah.
He does a lot. He's talking, right? I mean, you've talked to the youth and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Me and James, Nippers Clippers, we've gone. This is one of them, but we went to Adobe Mountain, and we spoke with. So they had this sign up, and they were like, they were expecting like 20 kids to sign up at Adobe Mountain. It was me, Nippers, and my nephew Frankie, and it ended up being like 160 something
Oh, man.
kids
Damn.
that signed up. But see, at Adobe Mountain, they're only allowed to have like
So many in the room, right?
40 kids in the room, I think it is. It's not like so many. So, Adobe Mountain, if you don't know, is a juvenile
Correctional
facility. Right.
After West Valley High School.
Yep. Yeah. If
you don't graduate from West Valley.
You would jump between the two.
So,
It's after high school.
Your credits transfer.
If you're a successful student, you could jump between the two.
With distinction.
So we go up there and we go and we're invited and we pass all the stuff and everything. And we're able to go up there and we talk. So we ended up being able to break it into 3 classes. The second class, because the first class did really good, they ended up doubling the class. So we were able to get like 80 kids in the second class.
Nice.
And I could tell you, man, we got into it, we're talking and everything, and there was a point where Nippers was up there. I'm sitting on the sideline, me and Frankie on the side, and Nippers was up there on the stage, and he's talking, but he got so deep into what he was talking about, he starts choking up, man. He's just choking up, because he's
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he's dead serious. He's like, man, you guys have no idea, like, how far. He's like, I was freaking homeless, like,
Yeah.
And he's like, and I never in my life thought that I'd be up here talking to a group of guys like you. He's like, I should be here. I was here. I'm like, I should be sitting there. And then he's like, so he's choking up, right? So then we get through that part. So then when it's over, we did the next class. So we're in the car, and the first thing that comes out, I'm like, why'd you have to cry in front of the kids? I was like, you made us all cry. We're supposed to be these guys up here.
Successful dudes.
Change the song.
Yeah.
No, that
Now
you know what?
that's dope.
That's good, dude.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. You know what? You got to be you got to be passionate,
Yeah.
man. You got to be passionate about anything you believe. You got to be passionate, man.
The message to that group in a nutshell was, he owned a barbershop. He's like, look, like, these guys have a clothing line. I have a barbershop. There's a chance from when you leave here. There's a lot of
Absolutely.
things that
Follow
you
your
can do.
dream.
Yeah.
You never know, bro.
Right.
You never know,
Yeah.
man. You never know. You got to.
Your past really doesn't dictate your future.
No,
man. It is what you
no.
make it.
It's such a small part, dude.
Yeah,
It's such
yeah.
a small part.
Don't
I
let
agree with
yesterday
you.
take up
Past
too
makes
much.
you stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You can never let yesterday take up too much of today, bro. You can't. You just
Right.
really can't. You really can't.
I say this specifically, like, and this is like a minority thing, but I know it's not right to say, but
Say it.
man.
yeah, I tell people, I go, man, like my mom used to clean houses, you know what I mean? Right. And a lot of our moms did. And if it wasn't your mom, it was probably your grandma, right? But and I go, I'm only one generation away from a house cleaner.
Right.
So then I tell my son, like, and I've done this. What can you do?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what can we do as a whole? If we're like 1 or 2 generations away from cleaning houses,
Right.
Right on,
And
Ray.
now we're all owning these businesses and we're doing this stuff. And I'm like, man, what is our future?
Yeah, dude, you,
know what I mean?
you
We
nailed
come
it.
from-
It's on your chest.
You know, we come from working class.
Yep,
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
Take us to a break.
Take us
All right,
to a
we're
break
taking to a
real
quick
man.
break. We're right back.
We got to come back with that.
For sure.
Órale, vato, what's happening?
All right, and we're back with the Timmy clap. If you don't know, now you know.
I got a shot.
With the itch.
So, Ray, real quick, I mentioned during the break, Gunther's, man.
Yes.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's a great store, man. You're in, How'd you get in there? I mean, not how you got in there, but,
So I'll tell you, Caesar, so Gunther's as a whole, as a company, whenever I vend in California and they're there, anything that I have left over, they just buy. They just
Really?
They take everything, yeah. So if I'm
Buy the inventory?
If I'm at an event and I'm there, well, they'll take everything off me, which makes me feel like a rock star, right?
Hey, we got a box of shirts in the garage.
Yeah. So this is the only time. This is the only time I go, right? So imagine you're like sitting next to me the whole time, and you're like kind of watching. And you're like, I notice these guys got a lot of traffic, whatever. And then at the end of the show, they like pack everything up and they walk it like across, and they just drop. And then I get asked every time, like, "Hey, what are you doing with all the shirts?" I'm like, "Oh, they bought them all."
wow.
Oh, hell yeah.
None for you. No soup for you.
You're not going home with nothing. I'm like, oh no, we're not taking nothing home. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So Gunther's, it was. We had an opportunity. We originally were in their downtown store. Now we're on Main. If you've never been to Gunther is like man heaven, like
Santa Ana.
Yep, they call it Santana. It's like Carhartt, Dickies.
All the shit we love.
Red Wing.
All the shit we love.
Just Dickies.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like on steroids, man. It's bad.
It's a bad store.
They
Never
have
been there. Never
You
been
should
there.
look it up.
I
The
would,
boots.
for sure.
Yeah. Boots, the Red Wing. They
The Red
literally
Wing.
have a 2-story building. It's those, what do they call those metal units?
The shipping containers?
Shipping containers.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine like 2 long and 2
Ocean
up,
cargo.
all Pendletons. They have a Pendleton building. It's
Damn.
amazing. It's amazing story. Yeah, I like it because then they give me a discount.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you sold all your shit, then you get a discount.
Yeah. Well, no, they pay me and then I just give them back the money. Yeah.
I also got a question for you as far as you just came back from
Yes.
the Ventura Nationals.
Yes.
That's actually a bucket list of mine to get over there. I remember one time you were in Nipper's barbershop trying to convince him he needs to get over there.
Yeah.
So that day you were in there talking about that to him, I go, let me look this up. And I'm like, yeah, I want to get over there, man. How's that show?
So it's an amazing show. So James, I was trying to get him to go back because James is really from Moore Park.
Moore Park.
Yeah, which is like,
It's right there.
like
Pretty close.
4 cities over, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so. So he grew up in there, and then Junior, Junior, the guy who does all the art show, is related to James, and he does all the custom framing. So majority of the framing that you see in Nippers Clipper Barbershop is done by Junior, who runs the art show for Ventura.
He does the framing.
Yeah, he does.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
So I think you should tell just for our listeners real quick who James was. Or-
James
Yeah.
Zuniga, Nippers Clippers Barbershop, man, out there in Goodyear. If you need a nice little tight haircut, man, go out there, man. But James is a partner of yours. I met him at Straight Razor.
Right,
You probably met him a little bit earlier than that.
Right around that time, yep.
Yeah, and that's where I met him as well. And then he opens up his shop over there. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore. But
R.I.P.
Recipes.
I still go out there and get my
haircut. Man, I miss those days.
But they still cleaning it up, huh? Yes.
I met the dude a few times, man.
Did you?
Super
Oh,
cool dude.
yeah.
I met him at a golf tournament, and he was also part of the Knights of Columbus.
Yes, he was.
Knights of the Columbus.
You're right.
And you know what? Like, I consider myself a devout Catholic. You know what I mean? And when I met him, I was like, dang, man, this is cool because, you know what I mean? Like,
They hosted a ceremony, Nights of Columbus.
yeah, absolutely.
Because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
still do, you still
We do the homeless haircuts.
homeless haircut still.
Bro, that's tight.
End of the month or
Yep.
How long have you been doing that?
Man, it's been some years now. When, and I can't remember, but at least 5 years.
Out at Chicken Park, right?
Out at Chicken Park. We used to be on the north
Glendale,
side.
baby.
Now, yeah. Now we do it on the south side of it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Touched a lot. I'll tell you, man. So, originally, man, obviously we, homeless situations changed, but homeless people are like one of the few people in the world that intimidate me, and so it was kind of like me facing my fears a little bit because, homeless people, there's so many different levels and layers of it that they're so unpredictable,
Right.
Yeah.
and it was that unpredictableness that would like just make me uncomfortable. And then to the point that now, I'm like, no, bro, sit down. Sit down and freaking be quiet. We're going to cut your hair.
Nice.
You know, the beauty of giving back is it's good for the soul, man.
It is, man.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
our church.
Super good for the
Yeah,
soul,
it is.
man.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
You know,
agree with that.
and
Especially when you've moved, like say you're successful, you give a little bit back, right? I mean, because that's what it is. I mean, you gotta leave the world a better place than you found it.
Right.
I'm a firm
Sure.
believer in that, right?
Yes.
And
So we should get rid of the Steelers. Anyways, let me.
hey, man.
Not to throw you under the bus or anything like that, but do you have a favorite piece? One of your
In my house?
No. Well, yeah, your favorite. Yeah,
Sure.
Let's talk about your art.
who's your?
I think the number one piece that, I have like a full blown cross from a church. It's probably like a 6-foot cross with LED light, but it originally had light bulbs behind it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I
had
you
that.
posted that.
I had that in the middle of my house because my last name's Cruz, which is cross. So that's kind of like my favorite piece. But I got some Panther tables. I don't know, man. It's hard. It's really hard to.
Dang, that's
Let me-
cool.
let me-
Have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
tables.
yeah.
Let me tell these guys.
Yeah.
He actually did an art show.
Yeah.
He did a gallery.
Yeah.
He took everything out of his house.
his pad.
Yeah, which about 60%.
Yeah, and did an art show downtown.
I want to get back to those
shit.
Panther tables with the glass top.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with what is it? I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you serious?
No, I'm
Back in the
serious.
day-
That is hard
yeah,
to
back in the
Sex
day,
Panther,
yeah,
60% works
yeah.
100% of the time.
Like that?
They're like ceramic. They're like ceramic style.
They're ceramic like
porcelain,
Panthers
right.
as the stands for the
ladies.
glass
table,
ta-
yeah. I got
yeah.
a couple of them. Yeah.
I did not know.
I got
that.
actually about. I
You
have
ain't a player,
different- I have
that's why. You ain't no player.
different ones, yeah. That's your favorite piece? Yeah, that's kind of that's got to be. I got a cigar chief. He's
Oh, dang, that's cool.
Yeah, this is like 6'5".
Do you smoke cigars?
I don't. I quit smoking, but you know what? this year I puffed on one.
All right. It's okay to puff on one.
Yeah. I got a lot, man. You know what? I know my favorite piece.
I think he's got
Go
a
ahead,
piece.
let's hear it.
Let him hit his
My
people.
favorite piece is a so they call it poked art, right? So in prison, they those clear cups, right? They're like white and they're like frosted. So what they do is
Plastic cup.
Yes, plastic cup. And what you do is you get a needle and then you poke small holes and big holes, right? Bigger and small holes. You poke all these holes and what you do is you end up creating art. And at the end, they break a pen and they smear it on there and they rub it off. And depending on the size of the holes, it creates. And I got this piece that has these praying hands and this full angel on it.
Oh,
and the
wow.
detail
That
on
sounds
it is
dope.
so
You're gonna have to send us a
amazing.
picture of that.
Yeah.
You got like
Yeah,
it's
send us a
like-
picture. We put it on the podcast.
yeah, it's unreal, man. It's unreal. Like you look at this and you think someone drew it, but no, it's someone that mentally before they saw the ink, they poked big and small holes in prison. And
Yeah,
And
I
you
like
got
to
that
see
from
that,
somebody
man.
in
Yeah.
locked up.
yeah, I got it from a boyfriend. Yeah,
Right on.
man. That's cool, man.
That's way cool. Yeah,
That's really
definitely
cool.
send a picture of that so we can put it on the
I'll send it
show.
in, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You also got a pet pig walking around.
I got a pig, yeah, pot belly, yeah. I got
Little pot-belly pig.
5 cats, 2 birds.
Don't make.
Dogs,
You
yeah.
tell the kids. Don't make
Couple-
friends.
couple
Don't make
roaches
friends with the
running
kids.
around.
I always
make
want to
friends
be
with the
invited
food.
to one of. I always want to be invited to one of his parties because I see his backyard. They're swimming and all that. I'm like, man, they're looking like that.
They don't want to see you in your tanga. fool.
I like the decor. It's just like I like the. Quick fun facts about me is I don't have a TV room. I don't have a TV downstairs or my
Oh, yeah.
house or nothing like that. So
You don't watch TV?
no, I don't pretty much.
Right.
I will. We have a TV in my room, but my wife pretty much watches that. By the time I get up there from doing all my stuff, that I kind of have one eye open. I just crash out.
It's Real Housewives on it. That's why.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He said- he
They're
said-
fighting, I'm fighting in my dream.
It's a podcast.
Yeah.
He said something about Atlanta earlier. I heard that.
Yeah, so
That's cool, man.
I don't really watch TV at all. I just try to stay. I got so much going on that I just don't have time for
Yeah,
it.
So-
understandable.
What about? So what's this thing with the trees?
I love trees. I got I got a pool in my backyard. I think just the water, the elements, like you go out there. So I have sprinklers in the front of my backyard. We don't have sprinklers, so I got a bunch of palm trees, sago palms, Canary Island date palms, pygmy palms.
We got Moon Valley
Mexican
Nursery back
fan-
there.
Yeah, Mexican fan palms.
What
I
about
got-
Pamela Henderson?
Hey, but if she did not get a beach ball, yeah, so, it's just like the watering and like just chilling and just like the elements.
It's soothing.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
therapeutic.
It is.
That's cool,
That's my
man.
cigarette. That's my everything.
I got you. That's
I got a
that's your
beer,
cigar.
And I got a water hose, and I'm just like
Watering your trees.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell
I
yeah.
like
Oh
it.
man.
That's tight.
So I know these guys mentioned earlier, like Chris mentioned, you said your favorite T-shirt was, my favorite T-shirt is the collab they did with Cruz magazine.
Yes.
It's work now, cruise later.
Yes.
I think that it's a play on smile now, cry later.
Right.
That T-shirt right there, I thought was the dopest because it's exactly that, right? It's
Yeah.
work now and cruise you ride later.
Christian for Cruz. Well, he's the one who came up with that whole concept. We just it was
That was some time ago too.
Yeah, it's been a while. So I ran into him recently, and we got something new coming out here.
Nice.
in the near future as well. Now, Cruzwell is probably built some of the best cars in the world.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this has been great. Like I say,
Yeah.
I jumped into it. I mean, you got some good stuff, man. You got some
Thank
really
you,
good
man.
stuff.
Thank
Check this out. Before I go into the rapid questions, I want to say I've seen your brand everywhere. I've always dug the name.
Thank you.
I didn't know who the owner was. Founder, owner, instant fan. I was a fan before. Now that I know you,
I appreciate that a lot.
instant homie, instant fan.
For sure.
Your familia, bro.
If you need an agent, we're an agency.
I know. You guys are good too.
representation.
No representation,
No, for real,
bro.
man. Like, you know what? This brand has gone beyond what I thought it was. You
Yeah.
know what? Much love, dude.
Yeah, much
Beyond
love.
what I thought it was too.
Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it, man. You nailed
And
it.
so here we go into the rapid questions. Check it out. Blood in, blood out, or American Me?
He doesn't watch. He doesn't watch TV.
You don't watch TV. You don't watch TV.
If you can't answer, you got to take a
used to
shot.
watch TV, though.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
You can't answer, you got to take a shot.
You gotta take a shot. You can't answer.
American Me.
I'm that.
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society?
Oh man.
Ding.
Menace Society. Yeah.
Pac or Biggie?
Pop.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tacos or burritos?
Burritos for me.
Hell yeah.
Burritos,
Your favorite cereal? I know you like cereal.
Yeah, that cereal as a kid. Come on.
Let me think.
Captain Crunch.
No. Man, you guys are laughing at me now. Fruity Pebbles.
I would say Mr. Feely.
Oh, that shit is good.
Fruity Pebbles are good.
You're like, all of a sudden you got strawberry milk.
Hey, you know what? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
If you were a pro fighter, what song would you come out to?
Oh, man, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
There's so
The
many.
song that I like, and it's funny because I really don't speak a lot of Spanish, but it's a Spanish song by man, I'm trying to think of the guy's name, but he pretty much says it's like we're brothers from another mother, but we're all like a clique together. And it's a newer youngster song. He says in Spanish though.
Oh, I'm into rock and roll.
I like rock and roll too. But I like that song, man. I can't remember.
Okay,
who.
we'll
It's a
figure
newer
it
song.
out and we'll put it on one.
We're gonna put it on.
Yeah.
Wow, here's Ray's walkout song.
Here, favorite rock band?
Oh, The Doors.
All right.
Yeah.
The Doors,
Right on.
Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Damn.
So my Pandora playlist when I drive in the 39 is The Doors.
What song?
Yeah.
Dude, I just put on Pandora The Doors. I love all the music.
The
I like
Lizard
it.
King.
Yeah.
Chicken wings. When you're eating chicken wings, flats or drumsticks? Or, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, flats or drumsticks?
Drumsticks for me.
Drumsticks.
Ooh, that's what I say.
I'm flats
Yeah. But how do you eat them?
with my mouth.
Ah, come on, Tim.
But you pop them. Do you pop the?
Oh
teeth
yeah,
and
you
then
take
slide
one
them
bite.
out?
You take
The
one
flat
bite and then you
guy.
pop.
But do you pop it and then pull the bone out or
Yes. Hey, how do you?
no? So when
order
I do it,
How you order
I pop them and I slide the bone out and then I just pop.
First
It's like
bite?
a chicken nugget.
No,
after
never
that.
bite. You grab it and you turn it and then you slide the bone out.
I take one bite, then I pop
and then
it.
you turn it into a drumstick.
There's a whole art to it.
Dude, I take one bite.
Yeah, so I didn't know that there was an artistry to it
Yeah.
because I would just get a
There's more
drumstick.
carne.
It's
Technique.
Yeah, I
It's
had no idea till
It's a
you
lot
guys
more
told
carne
me.
on the
How do
flats.
you do that?
What? It's like a ritual for me.
When you're at the Purple
I'm a-
Turtle, how do you eat them?
Check it out. I tell the waitress, hey, give them to me plain, extra crispy, sauce on the side.
You like to
What
dip.
kind of sauce?
Boneless.
Sauce on the side.
So you like it naked and then you like to dip. Yeah.
Boom.
Naked
I like
and dip.
Do you
yeah.
dip?
All right. Next
No,
question.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I like my mixed
Yeah,
up.
man.
We're on rapid questions.
All right, go
All
for
right.
It
it.
gets soggy. And
Next question. What famous person do people say you look like?
Fat Joe.
Welcome to the podcast.
All right, last
Hey,
question.
specifically that picture that's on Instagram where he's holding the ice cream.
Did they really? Are you kidding?
Yeah. Huh?
Are you kidding? Are you people?
That's why I asked
Hey,
that question.
put it on the podcast.
I thought I was with the fucking
Nobody's ever
tennis
compared me
squad.
to like this handsome stud. Like, nobody's like,
Joey
oh,
Crack.
you
You are. You are, though, bro.
yeah.
I thought I was with the terror
What's
squad.
the
Last question. All right. Stafford or Pro Club t-shirt?
Pro Club, easy, yeah.
All right.
There it is, y'all.
There it is. Hey, a little round of applause. Well, I guess not.
Wait, real quick.
Hey,
Last question. Truly or White Claw?
Ask that guy.
That's
Yeah,
the guy right
Truly
here.
or White Claw?
Me? Oh, man. You know what's funny is that I really, really be drinking them because I get bad heartburn. So I'll be tearing them up, but it's my secret little thing that I do with my boy Dash across the street.
That's between you and him. No one else will know. No one else will know.
Yeah.
Last question. Box wine or bottle wine? I'm just bullshit.
Yeah, I was out. Wait, you guys drink bottles?
the song. About the song.
hey,
What song? What song?
Oh, I know the song is.
Go back to the song.
The song. No.
He knows it.
You asked,
He knows it.
Yeah, if you're a
guilty,
pro
like,
fighter,
you're
what song
rolling.
would you come
Yeah.
out to?
No.
No,
You're cruising.
You're cruising and you got a song and
My cruising
Oh,
song?
okay.
you don't want your homies to
Depends the
know.
car.
Okay.
No.
Hold on,
wait,
time
listen,
out.
listen.
This is what he's trying to ask.
you.
Right.
What song are you most embarrassed about? Like your
guilty
guilty,
pleasure.
song. Like
you sing in the shower.
You don't want no. It could be like a Tina Turner song.
You're
It could be
cruising by
like a Madonna.
yourself, right? You're like, yeah,
You're
I
by
know.
yourself
I
and like
know.
a chick song. What's your favorite chick song that you don't want none of the homies to know that you like?
What would Mr. Ferry sing?
Nobody will know this.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know if I have one. I have a favorite Cruz song.
You got one.
You know what? I'm a jingler, so I could just start like firing off songs.
He said jingle.
Yeah, I just start
Like Nike or Reebok.
Yeah.
Esos son Reebok or Sonai?
That's my favorite.
Esos son
That
Reebok.
one, yeah.
Esos son Reebok
You know what
or
we're talking about?
Sonai?
And that guy is so talented that he was able to recognize it from
Yes,
yes.
yes,
And he was
yes.
like, wait. ¿Esta es canción?
Yeah.
Boom, he plays it. He's like, that's the song. Yep.
Dude, that was.
My Cruise in the 39 song is Painted Black, but the name of the car is Black Magic Woman. She has a pinstripe in the back of the car in black.
No.
You can't see it.
No.
It's like that's the magic of it. You know what I mean? It's named
Yeah.
but I like Painted Black. It's one of my favorite songs, man.
Hell yeah.
Well, shit.
Jam.
Great.
Homie, did you have fun?
I had a great
Yeah,
time.
did you have a good time? Hey, man. Hey,
you.
we appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're all fans. Thank you very
I'm a
much.
fan, bro. I seen your mark everywhere. I didn't know the full story of it. I dig.
Hey, so if somebody wanted to look you up, where are they going to find you?
Yeah, the best way to go is, so our Instagram is Working Class Cultura. Our webpage is workingclasscultura.com. My personal is Working Class 1982. But for all the business stuff and everything, man, we just draw it to the Working Class Cultura one.
And so, you guys got anything coming up? You got anything coming up? What are you working on?
We don't. So what we do is we're just kind of right now we're just focusing on the webpage. We kind of just came off this little tour of doing a bunch of Lowrider Magazine stuff. We threw the pre-party for the Lowrider Magazine.
Hell yeah, nice.
At Ziggy's Pizza. We did a bunch of little stuff for that, and then we're right now we're gonna regroup. We're gonna get into November, October when it cools down. Then we're gonna start just kind of running.
Quick
again.
question: Have you posted up at the Santa Fe Springs swap meet?
I have not.
No,
I have not,
dude.
I have not.
So this is my dad's side of the
Right.
family. My mom's side of the family. We're
Yeah.
deep over there in
Yeah.
California,
Yeah.
bro.
Yep.
Pedro.
I know.
Wilmington.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So,
So my nephew, my partner nephew, he's from Wilmington. Yeah. They're all from.
We
They're all,
lost,
they're
man.
all freaking Harbor. You know what I mean?
Harper
I've been
City.
there, yeah.
Primo.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
dude,
Rick.
that's where my mom's family's
yeah.
at, dude.
Car show or pop up?
I like the pop up. So this is why I
They're
like
fun,
the
huh?
pop ups. Real quick, I know you guys want.
Go for it.
Go for it.
They're dope.
So this is where I'm at with pop ups, right? So when you do a pop up, you're like I said, like I like that. I'm like I like that. You're like a pirate. Like you roll in, you plan it for 4 hours. You get everybody. You consolidate them into a certain amount of time. So like a car show is like. It might be 6 hours, but it takes 12 hours to do the whole
Right,
thing, right?
pull
When you
in,
do a
park,
pop-up,
yeah.
You're like,
Lot of
hey,
work.
it's noon to 4. We get a DJ. We get all this stuff. We do whatever we do, and we create our own circus. And then it's consolidated time. Then we're in, we're out, and then the day continues. You get to carry on your day. We carry on our day, and then specifically, the crowd that shows up to a pop-up is there specifically to support your brand.
Right.
Right?
A little
So
more
when-
fanatic about
When
it.
you're at a show, you might be one of 200.
Right.
Right.
And then like a lot of people, they just go to QT, they pull $40 out the cash back. They go, they'll maybe spend $20 on a shirt and then spend $20 on beer, and you know what I mean? Like
Right.
they're not
Yeah.
there. There's so many people. When you do a pop-up,
They're specifically for you.
Right,
so
right,
you
right.
might have 50 people.
They're
and you might
fans.
make $3,000. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the difference. Is that, or you go and you're in control. You create the whole thing. When you're at someone else's event, you're at their mercy. You're
Sure.
like, you know what I mean? So
Nice.
I
Well-
love pop-ups. That's why I continuously do them.
We're gonna do one too.
Yeah, you
$3,000
should.
we're gonna do one too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, well, we're gonna get out of here.
Yep. Let's
You're
do it.
invited to Easter, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you
guys.
very,
I
very
appreciate
much.
it. Yep.
George,
What?
walk us out of here.
Me?
You, man, you the man.
Right on. Hey, Ray, man. Thank you very much for showing up. You know what? I also got to mention his son, military kid.
Yes.
Oh, hey, I'm a veteran, bro.
Yeah. So my son's a remote pilot. Yeah. He's a
Thank your
pilot.
son
yeah.
for his
Nice.
service, bro.
Air Force.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, that's big time.
Yeah. So
Like,
yeah,
when your kid is like,
Your son is smarter than the rest.
oh yeah, smart, yeah. When you're like, hey, get off those video games because they're never gonna do anything for you, and then your son just flies planes from a video game remote, you're like, all right, this is
Yeah.
the one time it worked.
My bad. My bad.
hey,
This is the one time it worked out.
and I also heard he cleans his room now. You know, and it's all straightened out
finally,
now.
yeah.
Hospital
Very long
corners,
time.
hospital
Yeah.
corners.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Right on, man. Appreciate that. Hey, appreciate you coming through.
sure.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Working Class Cultura, build your dreams. Thank you. Hey, Timmy, thanks.
Thank you.
Little Chris, thanks for sitting in,
you, Chris.
telling us a story about San Francisco and Oakland, really.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, gracias. Michael,
Yeah.
thanks for at
Right
least
on,
showing
man.
up late.
Yeah,
oh,
right on,
man,
Mike.
whatever.
Tarde
Hey,
pero sin sueño.
yes. Thank you, everybody. This is SeunevA Lifestyles presents What's Happening. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and follow us, please. Thank you very much. Let's go.
Hey. Good shit, guys.
I love it, bro. No, I think no, you're good.
This is how we do it on the avenue.